Hey, y'all.
How you
Listen, how
doing?
you doing? Come on now. How you doing? Listen, y'all. Roy and I, we decided to get together. We both love Wendy so much.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna see how this streaming live and doing a watch party goes. But the way our watch party has to go, y'all, is y'all have to be watching it on your TV at the same time. And we're gonna be commenting in the comments. Okay, you ready to watch? Listen, but we can't show it. We can't show it, dude. So y'all gotta be watching it while we're watching it. And
Mm-hmm.
every commercial, we're gonna come back and chat really quick and we're gonna comment. I wish they would let us show us, but we can't. But it's all good. We still gonna do what we got to do.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have fun together. This is our tribute to Wendy Williams. So
We love you, Wendy.
yes. So Royaire did a nice little slideshow. So we got a few minutes, right? Because we got like 30 some minutes before we start. So
Yes.
why don't we do the slideshow and then we'll talk about Wendy? How about we do that? All
Beautiful.
right. Okay. Oh, we're not together, Royaire.
Yes, I love Wendy so much. OMG. So, Auntie, I think we should just spend the next couple of minutes just talking about how we were introduced to Wendy. If we've ever met her, what her impact she had on our life, and just kind of celebrate Wendy as we prepare for 8 o'clock. The show starts at 8 o'clock, everyone, Eastern Standard Time, 7 Central. So make sure you have it on Lifetime, and it'll be going live at 8. But Auntie, your thoughts? I'll let you go first.
Sure. So now I live in Jersey. I was born and raised in New York in the Bronx. And I had for a long time, like, I don't know, as early as I could think of, maybe because my mom watched it or somebody in my family used to always watch. I'm in love with talk shows. I'm talking back from Ricky Lake, Montel Williams, and not the singer Montel Williams. There's another Montel Williams that had a talk show. There's so many people that had talk shows, and I can't think of all the names. Sally Jesse Raphael, Jenny Jones. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. Come on, Due Process of Co-op City. I know that's right. So the list goes on and on and on about the talk shows. And so I always listen to Wendy Williams first on the radio. Okay. She was on the radio in New York City. And before, y'all, I'm older, Royaire. Like before internet days, yes. Before the internet days, it was the way we got our hot topics. Now we get off of YouTube, TikTok, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, just like that, Instagram. Before, the only place we could get it is off of the magazine in one of the supermarkets, like the Inquirer or one of those little crazy magazines, or we got it from Wendy Williams.
Yes.
Donahue, come on, Savannah, Donahue. So Wendy Williams was that chick that was not afraid to tell the business, the inside of business, so to speak, right? So Wendy Williams, but some names she would say, other names she would just give you like a clue. She'd be like, it's this rapper who he's in all his people videos,
Mm-hmm.
and they say he's how you doing. So her how you doing, she flipped that thing around when she got on TV, because when she was on the radio, that how you doing meant that the person was part of the LGBTQ plus community, right?
Mhm.
Right. And so she turned it around when she got on TV, but that's what it meant. And she said, "Oh, I heard he's how you doing. I heard this, I heard that." And this tells you how far it goes back. Yeah, I remember Richard Bay. Um, she said she got over the fax machine. It came through on a fax machine, a picture of Diddy in a compromising position with another man.
I remember that.
So that's what Wendy had said back then.
Mm.
And so ever since then, I mean, Diddy had it out for her, but he wasn't the only one. Every celebrity really couldn't stand her because she was telling the business, right? And the business was the truth. Yeah, Wendy Williams was the first one to give us the tea. So I remember like when I would either be going to work, and I'm talking back in like radio days, Walkman days, all of that. Like, or if I was driving in my car and listening, I wouldn't want to get out the car because she would start to tell the tea, then it'd be a freaking commercial, then they come back and it's a goddamn song, and I'm sitting in my car waiting to hear the darn tea. I'm like, I'm waiting
for work.
Sometimes it got to the point where I couldn't wait no longer because I had to get to work before I was late. And then you try to get somebody that had a radio at the work so you can say, "What did Wendy say?" And then when you heard what she said, you're like, "Oh my God."
Mm-hmm.
I also remember, I just remember so many good memories about her. And so Charlemagne the God started with Wendy. He started with Wendy. Him and Wendy used to be like thick as thieves, and then they fell out. But so if you go back to the very beginning of when Wendy Williams got her show, the first week or the first couple of days, Charlemagne was on there.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden he was gone. But I say all that to say that I've probably been to the Wendy Williams show at least 10 times. And every time I went to that show, I had a good time. And I never personally met Wendy Williams, but I've been in the building and Wendy Williams was there. And like I said, it was always a great time. And towards the end, you could clearly see something wasn't right with her because Norman had to help her out a lot. And when you saw the show in person, it was worse than it even came across on TV. And it was starting to get a little sad. Get a little sad, but I love Wendy, and seeing her in this state that she's in now, it's sad, but it's also a cautionary tale that no matter if it's drugs, alcohol, sugar, burgers, fried food, whatever it is, too much of it in excess will harm your body in a very negative way.
Yes, so true. That is so true. Oh my gosh. I remember the first time, let's see, I don't know Radio Wendy.
Okay.
Because I'm so young.
Yes.
But the first time that I was introduced to Wendy Williams was her 6-week sneak peek. And they were, doing it in certain cities. And back then, that's kind of when YouTube was coming up and all of the social medias. So I would have to pull up YouTube videos to watch her 6-week sneak peek. And the first thing that I saw was this big, tall woman with her own personality, her own thoughts, her own voice, her own opinions. And for me, that was like, oh my God, I don't literally see myself, but I see myself. Like, I see a woman who can represent me and who can speak for me and who can understand me. And it was just like Wendy Williams' thing was be comfortable in the skin you're in. How you doing? And shout it out. And Wendy helped me be comfortable in the skin I was in, be comfortable with my sexuality, be comfortable with becoming who I am today. And I owe so much of my formative years to Wendy because she taught me so much. She taught me to be independent. She taught me to think for myself. She taught me, there were so many things that Wendy lived on TV that she didn't live in her real life, but it helped those of us who were watching her through that TV screen. Yes, it was messy. Yes, it was dramatic. Yes, it was extra. But that is where, in my opinion, the generation was kind of growing. At that point in time, we were getting into, Wendy's show started in 2008. The Real Housewives of Atlanta started in 2008. Love and Hip Hop started right behind after that. So she kind of opened the door, if you may, for Black culture and reality TV to really be where is today. Is because of Wendy, because those are all of the, she talked about Real Housewives of Atlanta, she talked about Love and Hip Hop, she talked, all of those shows in her Hot Topics, and that is a part of what kept a lot of those shows, in my opinion, running. Wendy was always really, really big about helping people who suffered with disorders of 2008 and I was just going into high school my freshman year. Oh my gosh. And I want to say that's the year Obama got elected, that he won for president, and he was sworn in 2009, I want to say. So it was just...
I can't with Sebastian.
Right, he's so messy. It was just so many transformative things that I think that Wendy has done for our culture and has been a part of, and in my opinion has not gotten the praises that she is due, if you may, because people were always just seeing it from, oh, she's messy, she's talking about people. But the only difference between what we did and what Wendy did is she was doing it on national TV and radio. We were sitting in our kitchen and in our living rooms and bedrooms and talking about people. So no big difference.
Yeah. So Raheem, y'all get, what is that? I don't know. Is that an app?
Y'all get Friendly. They got 7 days free trial. You can watch free.
Well, y'all get that, but I don't know what that app is. But come on, get that, and so y'all could join and watch free.
Yeah.
Bianca says she graduated in 08. They said, Sebastian. Yes, Juanita. We wish that we could stream it, but y'all know we can't.
Yeah. But it's gonna work. We're still gonna have a great time. We're still gonna talk about it, and we're gonna enjoy it. One thing that as I was kind of putting together that montage, Diva, I remember all of the little things that Wendy used to have. She used to have the paper that first season, going through all her Hot Topics, all her little finger pointer that she had. Just so much stuff that Wendy brought to us that was so everyday normal, but she made it such a big thing, in my opinion. And it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful to see the work that she has put in all of these years and how she has helped so many people. Ask Wendy was probably one of my favorite portions. I actually bought her book, Ask Wendy. I don't know if you guys, but
I did. Don't be showing off.
See, y'all, a little off topic. I be having to tell Diva, you got to show up, okay? You got to show up and buy stuff, Diva. But I bought her Hot Topics book. She put people's real life scenarios in that book. And I wish I could find the book, but just thinking back on it, I can just imagine how many people were helped through that book, through her honesty, because it wasn't like, in my opinion, she was giving, shady advice or advice that wouldn't work. It was real life situations and real life answers that could really solve a problem that you were bringing to Wendy.
Yes. So y'all, a lot of people saying people on IG are able to do it. So when Royaire and I get our life together, maybe we will do next. We try to do a watch party. We'll do it on IG, and see how that goes. I have seen people show the whole Married to Medicine on their Instagram. I mean, not their Instagram, their YouTube. I don't know how people do it.
I don't either.
Yeah, it just, and they don't, and it be up, and they showed the whole program. I don't know. It's Lifetime. Oh, Lifetime channels on Hulu. I don't know if Lifetime is on Hulu. Yeah, I don't know. But see, I do have it on my computer screen. But like I said, I don't think we can't do it, right? Because it's doing a countdown saying in like 14 minutes it's on and popping. And they stop and comment. You have to be commenting.
I am just...
So Wait, Sebastian, so you trying to say we can show it, but we have to stop and comment? But they didn't even let me show the clip for the upcoming documentary. They made me cut it out.
Strike. Yeah.
Yeah, they made me cut it out.
Mm-mm.
And so I wonder if we it'd be messy.
What you about to say?
I was going to say, I wonder if we show it, I don't know, and then at the end, just go ahead and they cut it out, cut it out.
We could do that.
Oh, y'all trying to get us, Sebastian, you trying to get us in trouble.
He is. He's trying to get us in YouTube jail, and I don't have time. I already got YouTube issues.
Okay. You trying to get us in? It's why, and I'm sitting here considering listening to Sebastian. but see, wait, I'm gonna show it and then take it off real quick. So I could look live because I have cable and I have.
Oh, Sebastian said, "Don't do it, Diva."
Okay.
Look, now he want to back us out of it after he got a picture.
No, look. They said now your channel will be taken down.
And it will. Yes, it will. The whole live will be snatched off.
Child, listen.
Oh my
You know
goodness.
what though? I really feel like unfortunately that the what you call it took her down. The divorce took her down.
Yes.
The divorce took her down.
Divorce took her down. The outside child took her down.
Yeah.
The pressure of just everything. Wendy had a 12-year show on her shoulders. And every day, Monday through Friday, she had to come out and be the star of a show, literally. And I think, we watch the reality shows and people talk about, being the star. But
Mhm.
the pressure that really comes with being a star, like you really have to have those people upholding your arms, to keep you lifted up. And I think the people that were keeping her lifted up, unfortunately, in my opinion, Kelvin kept pushing those people back. He was the only one lifting her up. And just one person can't lift you up. Just like it takes a village for a child, it's just as much for a village as an adult as well.
Yeah. Also, her mom's death. You are correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So do you think things would be different if her mom was still here?
I think that that's a good question.
Isn't that a good question?
Yeah. I think that, listen, have you ever had a bad breakup? Like when I say bad, I mean bad in that it broke your heart so bad you thought you wasn't gonna live. Wait, let me see what Bianca said. Hold on one second. It's okay, Diva. You just got an Instagram. They do it on there all the time. We can do it there next time. Yes, and we can come here and do the episode on our thoughts. Okay. Absolutely, that's what we'll do next time.
So that is what we're gonna do. Y'all need to make sure that y'all follow us on Instagram. We will put our Instagram pages on our community pages tomorrow. We will drop them tomorrow. And make sure y'all go over there and follow, because as well, I know Diva's just getting into this as well, but I've been kind of doing this. I have my Royaire's World page. Every story that I talk about, everything that I do, I post it on that Instagram. So make sure you guys go follow Royaire's World's Instagram and Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva Instagram.
Yep.
Okay. Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva's Instagram, and make sure you guys follow us. That way you can keep up to date on all of our stories that we post on a regular basis, all of our content, all of that. So
yeah. So okay, so I think that she was so heartbroken. Listen, let me tell you something. One time I had a breakup and I knew I was heartbroken, but I thought I was okay. But in hindsight, I wasn't eating. I dropped down to like 105 pounds. And I wasn't eating not on purpose. I just literally wasn't hungry. I was so sad. I would say indirectly, like my body was going through a lot. My hair fell out. Yeah, I was waking up. I was waking up in the morning, Royaire, and I had a perm at the time. I had a bar, right?
Mm,
Comb my hair, and the hair just was falling on the floor, falling on the floor, falling on the
Jesus.
floor. Yeah. That's how beat down I was over some relationship. Yeah, the hair was falling on the floor, falling on the floor, falling on the floor, right? And I got down to like 105 pounds. And so let me tell you, I hate, oh God, y'all gotta be telling the truth on this darn channel here. Don't be doing that
This
for
is a
it.
safe space. This is a safe space.
Say space.
Come through for the safe space, okay?
Woo, child. So let me tell you something. It was so bad. I ended up passing out at the job. I passed out. I was just driving I wasn't eating. It was crazy, right? When they took me to the hospital ran all kind of tests. They ran MRIs, CAT scans. They did everything, blood work. And it was all said and done. I never forget, it was this nurse came in. At the time I was in nursing school, I wasn't a nurse yet. Then this nurse came in the room. He was like, he said, the doctor about to come in here and give you some pills. So he said, who is he? I said, what? What you talking about? He said, who is he? Right? I said, what are you talking about? He said, because they did a CAT scan, an MRI, they did blood work, and ain't nothing wrong with you. So he said, it's all up here. He said, who is he?
Mm.
And so I sat up in that bed, and he said you in nursing school, right? I said, yeah. He said, well, you going to flunk out over some man? This the nurse. He didn't know me. He sat on that bed and this man talked to me down in the ER because that hospital was so crowded. They didn't have a room. I was in the ER for like 3 days and I really thought I was dying. I ain't thinking. I just thought I was dying because my heart. I was having heart palpitations and everything. Right when that man finished talking to me, I called my mother because they was coming in giving me some type of med, like some type of psych med. You understand what I'm trying to say? Some type of psych med. They was trying to come give me some type of psych med. That man came in there. He talked to me. I called my mom and I said, y'all come get me. I said, y'all come get me. My mother said, oh, you better now? Did they letting you out? I said, no, I'm signing myself out.
You better pick up your bed and walk, baby, okay? Pick up your bed and walk. Now walk it out.
Woo! Honey. Yes, I did. I drove myself.
Real quick, Auntie, real quick.
Okay, yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Y'all make sure you go over here, Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. Please follow her Instagram page, Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. Make sure you capture that. And then also, please follow my Instagram at Royaire's World. We truly appreciate you guys' support and love. So if you guys get us up in numbers on the Instagram, we can do our watch live parties here on IG and then come back to Instagram and do the recap. So make sure you check out those Instagrams, Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva and Royaire's World. We greatly appreciate you guys' love and support. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you, Bianca, for that idea. We appreciate it.
Yes. Bianca said, Diva, you said something right there. Your mind and thoughts will drive you crazy. That's why mental health is everything. You have to protect you over everything else. And that's a word right there, seriously. But I'm telling you the truth. I lost mad weight. It was a whole hot mess. Come on, amen. Pick up your bag. Come on, child. I called y'all come get me. I said, y'all come get me. My mother was so concerned. I literally was in there for like 3 days, Royaire, all over a broken heart. I swear to God, I was. And that nurse told me, he said, they're coming to bring you the pills.
It gets deep, though. It really does get deep. Yes, and luckily, you had a doctor who truly cared, and you had a supportive system. Whereas Wendy, I think she had a doctor that cared, but she didn't have a supportive system that cared enough about her and not just her money and her career.
Well, you know what I think it is too, right? She couldn't snap out of it, Royaire. So see that when that nurse sat on the bed, and then I was being messy and bougie too, right? Because I wasn't eating the hospital food. I was like, I don't want that. He gave me, I never forget this. I swear to goodness, if I could go back and find out who that nurse was for a year, he came, he said, he gave me half his sandwich and he brought me something to drink because he's like, why are you not eating? I was like, I'm not eating that food, right? That man gave me half his sandwich and he brought me something to drink. And he said, who is he? I'll never forget that. That's how he approached the conversation. He said, who is he? Okay, to the point where you're going to sit there and you're going to not eat and not drink and flunk out of school and be at your job passing out. I sure did, boy. I blacked out. I know.
Child. It be like that.
That was some damn man. But that's why I never get Royaire. I don't let them get to me like that no more.
Look, I don't love you no more. But we got 4 minutes left. I am super, nervous to watch this. I am I've honestly, if I'm completely honest, I've been kind of dreading this because this is really going to solidify the real state that Auntie Wendy is in. It's really going to solidify it and secure it. And I don't know if I'm prepared for that because I've just been hoping and wishing that Auntie Wendy is just going to be okay. But we will see. We will see. As you said, there was 3 parts. They're only doing 2 because of so much just tragedy and calamity going on. So they had to shorten it up to 2 parts.
Well, they shortened it up to the 2 parts when what is that guy? Will Selby came and found her in her house with her eyes open.
Calamity.
Yeah. So sad. I wish we could at least do the sound.
You think? I was gonna let my sound play, or one of us could let our sound play. Because how can you strike us for sound? It's sound.
You can't strike for sound, but how do we let the sound play?
I can play it on my TV.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, let's play the sound.
Okay.
We'll play the sound.
We're gonna play the sound, you guys. Get your TVs ready. It is 2 minutes until 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 Pacific and Central, I think. Get your popcorn, get your orange juice, get your water,
get your iced tea,
anything and everything but drugs and alcohol.
I cannot with you. Yeah, I'm nervous. I wasn't
care if they done blurred his face out.
Yeah, it's gonna soften the blow. Yeah. No, we're not going to get struck. We're not going to get struck. No. Sound, play the sound and comment on it every 4 to 5 minutes. I've seen many YouTube do that. Okay. And your tissues, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, this is fun, right?
We got to get our cry angle. I didn't get my cry angle.
Oh, shoot. It says we have, oh, wait, hold on, Royaire. We have 1 minute and 6 seconds.
Okay, you guys. Can't ban the liquor, Royaire.
Is Lisa her friend that she was always close to?
I don't remember the name. I will tell you off right now. I don't remember the name. But I guess we're about to find out here in a second.
Okay.
Trying to shut me down and have me obey all the rules. You don't meet a lot of people who authentically.
Right here.
Let us know if you guys can hear. Let's get ready to start.
And I happen to be one of those weirdos.
You better eat your caviar, girl.
The story everyone is talking about. Executive produced by Wendy Williams.
My mom has done a great job making it seem like everything is okay, but there's something wrong.
Anybody could look at her and tell this is not just alcohol. Did you see a neurologist? Find out if I'm crazy? Mm-hmm. I just wouldn't care.
Where is Wendy Williams? A 2-night documentary event premieres next. Only on Lifetime. A Lifetime feature documentary, Where is Wendy Williams, begins now.
we ready?
Yeah.
All right. And away we go.
A slew of guest hosts have taken over following Williams' ongoing health-related absence.
Speculation about her health erupted. Wells Fargo has this guardianship petition keeping me away from my money. I want my money. This is not fair.
The Wendy Williams show is coming to an end after 13 seasons.
It's a very personal and painful process that she's going through.
So, where are you on your journey right now? What do you want right now?
Well, I'm glad that I'm free from the Wendy Williams show. So now I can absolutely pull this down and show my boobs. You understand what I'm saying? Can I show you?
Well, no.
Okay. In a good way.
When she's utilizing the term free, I just think she means she can do what she wants.
Talking to people being this bad, people talking and you being the interviewer in a podcast, allow you to do that again.
Well, Will knows about podcasts. Will I be able to actually see people?
Yes.
Perfect.
Well, who is Will to you?
My sexy best friend for life. I love you, you know. Can you please come? Please. I'm crying in a good way.
You have to take into consideration that Wendy's lost a lot. She lost her mom, she lost her show, she got divorced, her son went away to college, and then on top of that, she has physical ailments that affect her. So when you factor in all of those things, one person alone probably couldn't even deal with half of that.
Everybody's in your business. How do you feel about that? Being the center of so much gossip and rumor and anything like that?
Gorgeous, sexy, and fabulous. Thank you. I demand 6 years old. That's all I wanted. The center of attention. 6 years old.
You got it.
Of course. And I always will.
You're queen of all media, that's who you are. How did you do that?
Even if they don't know the Wendy Williams show, everybody instantly falls in love with me.
That's boss Wendy is boss.
Yes.
I don't know what wealthy is. I don't want to be wealthy. All I wanted to do was be famous.
Well, why can't you access your money right now? That seems really unfair.
I have no idea. One judge and 3 doctors say my money is still stuck at Wells Fargo. And I'm going to tell you something. If it happens to me, it could happen to you. In the meantime, I have no money.
Every other person out there is dealing with challenges and hurdles. She's doing the same.
Should I be like, yeah, that's it, right? I don't have issues.
This is lymphedema, and I can only feel now 2%. Do you see what this looks like? There's no cure for this. There's no pill for this. Oh my God, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. I have to sit down again. And I should be in a wheelchair. You know? Whoa.
Watch yourself. There you go.
Okay.
A lot of people in the press are saying that you still have substance abuse issues, that there's alcoholism. Are you sober? What's going on with that?
Well, I love Tito Puente. I love vodka. And the problem is with Wanda. She's my sister.
You love Wanda.
I love Wanda, but she hates that I love alcohol. You understand?
Why do you think Wanda wants you to stop drinking?
I don't know.
Well, you know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
She's going to get the help that she needs because she's trying to make a powerful comeback. That's what I'm here for, to make sure that she's represented correctly and that I clean everything up and we see the Wendy that we've grown to love.
Well, the world wants you back. You know, that's one thing I know.
Well, the world will have me back with podcasts, correct? Yeah.
I know we've seen her on the screen, we've seen her on TV for 15 years, 16 years, but understand she's a person first. And try to be patient with her. And understand that she's going through things just like everyone else.
I think some people worry about you and then losing you. Do you understand how much people love you that way?
Next question, please.
What do you think will make Wendy Williams happy in her next chapter?
People lust for fame. Thank you so much for being here today. And we always have a story. On behalf of Boss. Old in Asbury Park. I still can't believe that I'm the same Wendy.
Wendy Williams hoping she can get her health back to a point where she can maybe one day be on TV. Because the fans would love that.
I'm really happy that she's getting the help that she needs. There have been rumblings for a long time that perhaps she was struggling with addiction, but people are really rooting for her, and she will be back at some point.
Okay, here we go. Wendy, happy?
Mm-hmm.
Ready to help. Yeah. Okay. Wendy, describe to me how you're feeling. Great. Why do you want to do a documentary about your life? Because in my 50s, I wanted to do something else. What's a question that you really don't like being asked when people interview you? Nothing. Nothing's off limits. So we're going to show you on this iPad what we filmed a few months ago, because you may not have seen it. Okay. I love Wanda, but she hates that I love alcohol. You understand?
Why do you think Wanda wants you to stop drinking?
I don't know.
You know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Tears of joy.
Is there anything in that that was hard for you to see?
The different wigs. Some of the wardrobe. You had a good doctor day today. 3 doctors. Yes. Excuse me. I'm only supposed to have 1 doctor, and that's for the thyroid. The other 2 doctors are because my money is stuck at Wells Fargo. Yes. So you saw a thyroid doctor, right? And then did you see a neurologist? I guess so. Now, I guess to find out if I'm crazy. Mm-hmm. And tomorrow, I go to the psychiatrist to find out, how are you feeling? So what's been happening? You don't like my therapy? Oh, excuse me, no. I don't need a doctor. Yes. For what?
So you went to a wellness center in California, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that. What was that like?
A wellness center.
And why did you go to the wellness center?
I don't know. Will took me there.
Why do you think we took you there?
I don't know.
You thought we just had nothing else for you to do?
Correct.
Will, why did you take,
I think, honestly, Wendy needed some rest. Wendy was going through a lot.
I can rest right here.
Well, I thought you needed a place where you could actually focus on rest. Sometimes here, you're not going to sleep, you're not eating, you're not taking care of yourself.
Please.
Please what? This was just an assessment that we made. Need a break. That's it.
what? You did not like going to the wellness center?
Stop talking, please, about that.
OB or Will?
Everyone. I'm very healthy.
There's a way to cut your dishwashing time by 50%.
I'm a little ahead of you, Royaire, but
Okay.
it's not yet. It's a commercial now. That Sabrina is a damn liar because now she wanted to put in to stop the documentary, but in this documentary, they said that she said she could start filming again after she came out of this wellness center. She's the devil.
The devil. She's the devil. Will is the devil. Sir, what you talking about? She needed some rest. Wendy don't need no rest. She needs real help. Mental, physical, emotional help. This lady doesn't need a therapist. Everybody needs therapy, honey. Everybody. We all got trauma. We all have issues. We all have self, doubt and fear. And,
she's a what do you call that word when you like to expose yourself? But I think it's because everything she was going through. Because you see the scene where she was ready to show her boobs.
Yes.
You remember when DJ Booth got fired, let go? It was allegedly because Wendy Williams was so drunk, she was in front of people playing with herself and showing her whole body and all of that. And you see in that scene, she was ready to show her boobs, and she a little feisty because she keep giving that finger. She keep putting that finger up at the people, okay? She told Will, yes, thank you, pink butterfly, hypersexual. Yes, but it's because of everything, the alcohol that is. Oh, when they showed her feet, Felicia, OMG. That's why she's so depressed. It's like everything. It's the thyroids. It's the lymphedema. It's 2% of feeling her feet. Yes. And Wanda, that's why she's mad at Wanda, because Wanda wants her to stop that drinking.
Save herself. Wanda wants her to save herself.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, on top of the drinking, she's also now smoking and vaping. Did you see the little vape pen she had?
Yeah. She had vice at the vice at the vice at the vice at the vice.
So are you familiar with Will Shelby being her quote unquote best friend?
Well, I remember when he came into the picture, nobody in the family was happy about it. And as soon as he came to the picture, remember, he knew she had a drinking problem. And I think it was his birthday or her birthday. He had her in the strip club. Remember when he was in the strip club looking crazy? He the one that had her in that Louis Vuitton store and she was passed out on the couch.
Laid out.
Oh, my God. And for whatever reason, you know what I think why she loves him? Because she's so used to Kevin being around. And so now here comes Will.
It's another man to lift me up and support me. This is so crazy. This wellness center, I would like to know what wellness was done.
That part. You let her out after 2 weeks. She did look better, though. She looked better in the second.
You can slap some makeup on anybody and make them look good. That was makeup to me.
Yeah, but even though her eyes was bugged out, she still looked in a better space a little bit more than she was when she first started filming. The wig definitely was on point, but you heard her even say it. She said, oh, the clothes, the wig.
The wig, all of it is off.
Yeah.
It's completely off. What is the chat saying before we get too far back into this? Let's see. Do we have a link, please? We will drop the link after we watch, just for a little bit, maybe. We'll let y'all know.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, we'll drop it in a little bit.
Okay, looks like we're back.
Please, let's go. I'm saying this. You got that on the next year, right? Tell me your next time. You're fucking clean.
actually have a friend of mine who has been training for I think about 20, 25 years that I think is the ideal match for Wendy. He is concerned about your physical, your mental, your nutrition, and he really cares about just her overall spirit.
I don't like working out with someone. I do it myself. Oh, maybe you like this. Let's see. Maybe you're willing to sit with me? I feel like take these off, you keep going. What you looking on? Okay. It's cold. I understand. So I want this stability stick for you, right? Because I want you to be able to start doing stuff like stepping up on things. This is pretty tall, but
No, thank you.
yeah,
No, thank
you're
you.
not going to do this.
No, thank you.
But I want you over time to be able to.
No, thank you.
What, you want to climb the stair?
I can only feel 6% of each foot.
What movements are you willing to do?
Things that are gonna fall down.
You're gonna fall. This is going to help you with stability.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Let's try something else.
I want you to feel good. I get it. I want you to move however you want to move. That feels good. I want you to do
Push this in.
So this glute,
Push this
this
in.
butt is stronger than that.
Push this in.
This is stronger.
No, do it right here.
This is stronger than the other side. Can I pull on you a little bit?
That feels good.
Good. Breathe.
That feels really good.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Thank you for allowing me to work with you. I need 8 to 12 weeks with Wendy for a change. And I need to see her 3 to 4 times a week to make a change. Get her active again. To get her quality of life better again. Oh, I'm sorry.
Move away. Gentlemen, I'm taking pictures on my own.
Is it a photo session?
Come.
Let's do it. People love her. And she loves the people. So
She is so sort of open about who she is and her struggles. So they feel like they have a real relationship with her. They're invested in her life. This is also a woman that was in the living room every single day for 12 years. And before that on the radio.
It's crazy. I can't believe I'm doing a Q&A on Wendy right now.
Not DJ Booth.
I've been through at a club. Mutual friend called me, was like, would you like to come out to the show? And then I became the DJ on the Wendy Williams show. I brought nightlife to daytime television. And I was on the set the day Wendy fainted.
Our first caress.
I thought she gotta be acting. Like this is not real. When I started seeing the producers run down to aid her, it hit me in that second, like this is for real. Like she was lifeless, you didn't really see her moving. It was scary. What actually happened, That was on everybody's mind.
Talk show host Wendy Williams fainted on air. She took an extended break from her show, citing health issues related to her autoimmune disease.
People started looking at Wendy now like, why is her eyes bulging up? And she started addressing Graves' disease.
The Graves' disease has been a little challenging though regarding, sometimes you get the crazy stares.
She started addressing all her health conditions, Graves' disease, thyroid disease, and lymphedema. That made a lot of people start zooming in and caring more about what's really going on with your health, Wendy.
Give me a few weeks and thank you for your concern. Now, would you ever have a replacement host for the show?
See, I'm already on commercial, Royaire. Yeah.
I just went to commercial.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
First of all, she looked horrible in those shorts.
Did you see the little lump that was right on? Can we address the 6% filling in both her feet?
She went from 6 to 2.
I know how it feels to sit on the commode and lose daggone, feeling in your feet. But literally to walk around with 6% of filling in your feet.
And she was like to the trainer, get away, get out of
so
here.
Nasty, so rude. So nasty and so rude. And she would have never been allowed to come back to my establishment ever again.
And he talked about how many weeks he need with her.
8 to 12. We couldn't get through an hour session.
Yeah. I'll be like, y'all take her to somebody else. I'm good. She would have had to go to somebody else. Yeah, so nasty, so rude. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is all I can say. I can't even do this right now.
I just want to give a shout out to the people, Diva. Thank you for 497 people on your channel and 35 people on my channel. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. We truly appreciate the love and support that you guys are giving tonight. Wow.
Stop walk. Yes. Yeah, in the fish nest while you're working out. I'm trying to look up this trainer. Patience.
Oh my God.
New York, he got patience.
DJ Booth is in the building.
Yeah.
I did not think we would see DJ Booth talking about Wendy at all.
Oh, she does, Gail. Very sad. Very sad. You could tell in her buttocks. It was, this is crazy. But I'm mad again at the people that took her to that session looking like that. She's like, I'm not standing. This is a mess.
They probably couldn't get her to put on anything else. You can't even get the woman to work out, to help herself, let alone change a wig and a clothes. I mean, it looked like she just slapped her wig on her hair. It was lifting up in the front. It was crooked. Like, oh my God.
But they should have had a wardrobe person for her. They was going to put on TV. When she got back in that one wig she had on when she first got back in the pink lipstick, she looked good. What was this man's name?
Whew. Y'all. Wendy wasn't having it. No, she was not. I don't think anyone could tell her what to wear. I agree, Boston girl. Her eyes are scary, He's a
fitness guru. Thank you, Sebastian. I gotta look him up. He gotta get me in shape. Yeah, let's see what this man about. Greater New York City area.
Priscilla says, I feel her without that therapy. Sometimes it makes matters worse. Supposed to be good for you if it works within your own limits. This is definitely heartbreaking, Shan. This is crazy.
It is crazy. It is beyond. Oh, it's back, Royaire.
Okay. I'm getting through my commercial now. Okay. On the last one. Here we go, people.
Are you taking pictures now? Great. Okay.
How you feeling? Good?
Very well. Because I love when people come over.
Okay.
Because
you have to interact. You have to talk to people.
Yeah, but not for a long time.
Yeah, we give them 12 minutes and then throw them out.
Yeah, but not this. I'll give them 1,000 hours.
1,000 hours.
Yes.
Okay, this is a camera. We'll interview. Take one. Showtime. Can I at least get a shot first, please? I just want to make sure I look like money. Can I look like something?
Selfish.
Okay.
How did you meet Wendy?
It's funny you ask that question because I met Wendy in multiple different facets. I met her in the New York scene. I was being out, partying. I was commissioning jewelry for her. And then we just developed a relationship and a bond from there. It went from friendship to management, which was after her divorce with her ex-husband. So, we're gonna go over some books for the interview today, for the documentary.
I know what I'm gonna wear.
Okay, so why is it out? I don't see it. We're gonna show you something.
Chanel.
All right, Wendy.
No.
We didn't even see it yet.
I don't care.
All right, so what about the jacket?
How about this jacket?
No.
This jacket is amazing.
No.
Okay.
Do you just naturally say no for everything?
Yes.
I have Chanel.
You do have Chanel.
Talk
Yes.
your talk.
Well, you wore Chanel the last time on camera.
I could get two.
You want to repeat the Chanel?
Is it new Chanel? Something we've never seen before?
So which Chanel did you want to wear? Your Chanel sweater or are you talking about your Chanel jewelry?
Please, go away.
Wendy, that's rude. That's not necessary. It's not necessary.
All right, we'll figure something else out, all right? Don't worry about it. We'll figure something else out. What did you want to wear? Tell me.
I don't care for her.
Okay, but why? Can you explain to me why you don't care for her? Because before you liked her.
Now I don't.
Okay. Wendy being pissed off is normal. She doesn't really need it, but she's a pain in the ass, and she's very matter of fact. She changes her mind all the time. Like she may like you today and not like you tomorrow.
So you're getting your nails done today because it's a big day for the documentary, right? That's what I'm thinking.
Are you married?
I'm not married.
Do you want to get married?
Maybe, yes, I think so.
Yes. You want to have kids?
One.
One is done.
That's all I want.
Only one Coke, please.
Okay.
Yes, just one. Oh, God. What are you doing?
Let's just make sure that the
No, take this off.
Okay.
You said the same thing. Take that off. Are you stupid? She's disgusted with me. That's okay. Young Diller. Can I take this off?
Yeah.
I'm fine. Thank you.
You know, one of the things I think our fans are concerned about is her health. Are you concerned at all about her mental health?
In regards to Wendy's health, like I'm not gonna say that I'm concerned as if I'm worried about her.
Nice to meet you.
But there's some times when Wendy's just a little bit more aggressive. She's just a little bit more demanding. You know, I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's something special in the water. At the end of the day, she's probably one of the biggest personalities that we've seen in quite some time.
In the 90s, I had a great career. I was super popular on the radio. Although I was sniffing coke. I got out like 5 days a week. And then Kevin came along. And then I said, maybe I could see myself marrying this man. Well, he's not going to put up with my mess. Sneaking around. I was still getting down. So if I can tell you about my struggle and then that can help you in some sort of way, then my job is done. I'm not embarrassed.
So why did you do cocaine?
I wanted to experience everything. And then in my 50s, I wanted to retire.
So cocaine was just an experience.
Well, I wanted
It's turned into a habit.
I don't know.
You don't know.
No.
What do you think made you stop using cocaine?
I wanted to have a baby. So I just stopped.
Okay.
And to be sure everything was clear, you know, body-wise, I waited a year. And so I forget how old I was when I finally had a baby. But I had 2 miscarriages. Same exact experience.
Wow. That sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
To deal with.
Yeah. At that time, I actually was doing radio. And I dealt with it and talked about it, honestly. And then we finally had Kevin. So that's why my son Kevin is very important to me. You know? Everyone's in Miami.
We have a small family outside of the adults. It's just me, Kevin, and my sister. Margaret?
Tell me about your relationship with Wendy. Did you spend a lot of time with her as you were growing up as a kid?
I feel like both of us, her with her parents and me, my parents were kind of like the latch me in the situation, so we kind of connected on that. But when I was in college, I lived with her for a little while. Every day she would get off work, she would go into her room, get a vape pen, a bottle of liquor, and I wouldn't see her until 5 a.m. the next day. It was time to go to work.
I've known Wendy for 43 years, maybe 44, we were discussing. But I would talk to her, and it would be like 9 o'clock in California. And she'd be like, yeah, I'm waiting for Kevin to come along. It's midnight. Where is he? When Kevin and his mistress started going about town and he bought her a car, and it started ending up in the tabloids that they were out together and working out together and going to the steakhouse together, Wendy was just like feeling played.
She absolutely devastated.
She was. And it was causing her to drink more than she usually would. She would drink sometimes, but when she was going through the tribulation with Kevin, it definitely was to just numb out.
In 2019, the family helped put Mom in rehab down here in Florida. And the show wanted her up there in New York for some reason, even if it was just to receive help. And that's when she had to step up and kind of address some problems on TV.
Well, for some time now, and even today and beyond, I have been living in a sober house. So that is my truth.
I just knew at that time she had a problem. And it was deeper than what people realized.
Wendy called me from the sober house to tell me that Kevin and his mistress had their baby. He breathed hard. He buries his head in his hand. He said, "What? It's 11 o'clock at night. Get out of here." He said, "I have something to tell you." I said, "What? Your bitch had a baby?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Okay, it's time to divorce." That was it. And then there is no going back. There was not even a thought. There's not a marriage counselor that can help. I don't care about her. I don't care about the baby. And I don't care about him. I have to tell you know, I've been dealing with issues with addiction, alcoholism, and I have a whole new life that I plan for myself and my son. Wendy saying the word alcoholism in this clip is shocking to me because she very clearly has always said that has not been an issue to that level.
If you look at the decline of my aunt, it happened after her divorce. I'm not the biggest fan of my aunt, but he was making sure she showed up on time, sober and ready to work. Her doing the show is half of the battle. Getting to the show is the real battle.
Are you tired of clean clothes that just don't smell clean? Downy up.
Wow, this is going to take me all the way out.
All the way. Take the wheel, Jesus. Okay.
Whew.
Okay. Whew. Okay. I've always known Wendy to be say it like you mean it, shout it out, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. I've always known her to be that way. To be a pain in the ass, as he described her, to, you know, call this lady, is she stupid? Is she dumb? Like, this is clear signs of mental health issues, in my opinion.
And that lady getting mad, get the heck out of here. Talking about, oh, you don't have to talk to me that way. You see, the nail girl handled it well, but I can't even picture her vaping. She has so many vices. Like, I'm just like, this is crazy.
This Shelby does not care about her, because if he does not see that she has a problem, you're not worried about. What you mean you're not worried about her?
And how do I look? How do I look?
I want to make sure I look rich while you stealing this woman's money.
That part. The nail tech was a professional.
Very professional.
Shan, find me that trainer and see how much he costs. You heard me, Shan? Find me that trainer here in New York.
She stopped the Coco to have a baby. Wow. Did not know that. I think because now Kevin is grown and on his own, it just looks like that she has relapsed back to before having him, back to before, you know, she's wow.
Yeah, Will Selby is a leech, and it broke my heart when she said, he means so much to me. My son means so much to me. She keep going, everybody's back in Miami. There's strong genes in that family because her nephew looks like her son.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, it's a lot of resemblance there. The documentary started out as a comeback doc, not what it turned out to be. So the people filming looks very shady. Kenneth Williams, thank you for that. And you are absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Shelby looks a mess. I don't like this stylist because clearly you could tell she's not well. Talking about, oh, you don't have to do that. You don't have to talk to me like that. You don't have to be in my condo. Get out.
Because I would have got up the exit stage left. I would have said nothing. I just would have left. I would have left.
Yeah, even the trainer handled it well because she was being cruel to him.
Well, heck yeah, after she about knocked him down on the floor for pushing him away.
Child, then she said, come on, I'm doing my photo shoot.
and you come here.
Whew, this is a lot. This is a lot. Yes, they all seem. But did you say yes? They all seem like they're there to get a check. Yep, yep,
Mhm.
yep, yep,
Mhm.
yep. And that Selby is a piece of work. Thief number one.
His day is coming after this.
It's back on for me. It's back on for me.
Okay, people, we're back.
Your 16th of a lifetime.
Okay, here we go. Tell me about the road you were.
My ex. This is his.
The road is your ex's?
Mm-hmm.
So we went through a difficult divorce, and it doesn't bother you to wear something from your ex?
No, because it wasn't difficult at all. Women need to grow up and grow up quickly, and don't get married so quickly.
Kevin's infidelity had a huge impact on Wendy. You know, he was the protector, you know, making sure she's doing what's right and taking care of herself. And him not being there, I became that person where, okay, yo, you okay today? Drink some water, you know, like I became that person. You know, Wendy has this big home that she's living in, and it's just her there by herself. No husband, her kid is away.
My home only has a 4-foot tall pool, and I walk several laps.
I always felt that Wendy had, you know, the loneliness in her life, isolation. She just wasn't prepared or know how to deal with this new life. And then COVID just didn't help.
2020 was an unbelievable year. The pandemic hit the world. So any program that had a live studio audience had to completely rethink their approach. Major pop programs made at-home studios.
2020 will be at home. Yeah, I didn't see that. Ooh, man. Ooh. Pandemic was no joke. I was there. I was the DJ, aka the cameraman, aka the lighting man. I was that guy. Wendy didn't want no one at her house at all, but me. So I was standing behind the computer, holding up cue cards behind her, you know, making sure she stays on point.
Okay, what else is going on?
Read the report. Read the report.
Okay, so Oprah Vanderpump Rules. Who is that? Who?
Sheila Shay.
And she's looking really bad. Am I correct?
You can see she was tired. You can see delayed. She's processing things, taking her time, there were times she showed no emotion. She showed, you know, like drifting off where, you know, she just wasn't interested. And I'm like, this is not COVID doing this. Is it lymphedema, thyroid, the failed marriage? It could be the damage of using alcohol for so long, you know, wear and tear.
Do you worry that she was drinking a lot?
Yeah, I worried about that. So I was always calling, checking on her, driving up unannounced, like, hey, I'm downstairs. I got to see her lows, the lowest of lows.
What was the lowest time?
She had to go to the hospital. That was probably the lowest time. Yeah.
What can you tell me about that?
Just, she needed help.
Did you call the other one?
No,
Did you hear the hospital?
I can't really answer that.
Diva was there, and he called us line saying that she's going to die and she needs help. We called Kevin, who at the time was her medical proxy. He called the ambulance. The ambulance came. Mama needed 3 blood transfusions, and that's the only reason she's alive today.
What happened to her?
With alcohol. I mean, from what DJ Booth says, it's a combination of them just letting her sit in bed and drink liquor, and then thinking she's going to be ready to go.
So Kevin really saved your life.
Yeah, and DJ Booth, I went to the hospital to go check on her. She wasn't on point, she wasn't that sharp. So like, what's really going on with you? Like, are you okay? Is it medication? It's like, do you remember who I am? These are all questions that I had. Really? Yeah, at that time, yeah. I just felt like she just wasn't the same person anymore.
Everybody wants super straight, super white teeth. They want that Hollywood.
Y'all better go to DJ Booth Instagram and holler at DJ Booth. He a real one.
Shout it out.
He a real friend. He a real friend. He saved a life. He's not telling all the business on this documentary. He said, I can't even say it. I can't even answer. He saved a life. Oh my God. DJ Booth is a real one.
Shout out to DJ Booth.
That's that part right there. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just like, oh my God.
I'm trying to find his Instagram, y'all. I'm sorry too.
Okay. Yeah, we gotta go. Shout out to DJ Booth, y'all.
Here it is. Wow.
Yeah. Watching the Wendy Williams documentary. Y'all, I'm telling y'all guys, go to DJ Booth Instagram right now. He a real friend. Come on, Kevin Brooks, hashtag real friend. Hashtag
I got his page pulled up right there, Diva.
Okay, there we go. Go to his page, y'all. Hashtag real friend. Yes, all the love to DJ Boo. Yes, he's a true friend. That's the type of friends you need in your life. That's not going to be in the streets spreading your business.
And that's what friends are for. In good times, in bad times, he was on her side. He was there until they pushed him away.
Yes, thank God for, and still loves her to this day.
Yes.
Yeah, he said I was there when she was all the way low.
He saved her life. He saved her life.
Yes, he did. You could tell she trusted him because during the pandemic, he was the only one she wanted in the house. He said he was the light person, the cute card. He was doing it all. Shout out to that's the chosen family. Come on, Blair. Shout out to DJ Booth, y'all. Go to his page and show him some love.
We all need a DJ Booth.
We all need a DJ Booth. They told you the same, Royaire. Same. Hey, Tara. We really appreciate you guys for being over here watching this with us. This is so sad.
This is so crazy.
Come on, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. We hanging out with y'all tonight. Hit the like button. Come on, y'all. Like the video on my page and Royaire's. We appreciate y'all. Oh, today's his birthday. God bless him, Julie.
Oh, happy birthday, DJ Boo. Shout out to DJ Boo.
Okay, it's back on for me. It's back on for me.
When did you leave the show and why?
Me seeing Wendy's health, I felt like I couldn't be a part of this new person because what we had from season 1 to that point, it wasn't the same no more.
In 2020, Wendy came back and she interviewed Barbara Corcoran, right? But then it quickly goes off the rails.
All I'm saying is I want to whisper in your ear behind the scenes. Just saying. Well, I have cats. I love them. And they need stuff. And I've noticed stuff about them during this pandemic that maybe cats need stuff.
She can't really maintain a thorough line of conversation, nor can she even stay focused.
I've known my aunt for 32 years. She's always been a champion, and she still is, but it's different now. It's different.
The
person that we see right now is a departure from who she had been over the last 15, 20 years. My grandmother and I were sitting on my couch watching the show.
I am tired of trying to remember days that match to days of the month and week and the year.
She said to me, I look in my daughter's eyes and I know if my daughter is happy, I know if she's well, and I just don't know if everything is really well right now. Her eyes have dimmed a bit. She said, whatever you do, always protect and have your aunt's back. When I heard my grandmother say that, I was like, okay, my mother knows her daughter. And it was the last conversation I had with her before she passed away. My aunt and my grandmother had a relationship unlike any other. I mean, they would fall asleep sometimes on the phone together. And my aunt talked about it one day on her show.
My mom passed away. Dawn is the best mother, the best girlfriend that a girl could ever have.
What impact did her mother's death have on her?
Cheryl was the girl. Like, Shirley was her right-hand woman. And so she was grieving, but she wasn't allowed to because she's talent. You know, talent can't have a bad day. So she had to suck it up. In 2021, Wendy gives her last appearance.
Wonderful to share. Wonderful summer, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.
And there were a lot of questions that started to kind of start to arise around what's going on here. Like the allegations of her being taken for psychiatric care.
Heading into that 13th season, the heads of the production company, Deborah Mercury, were being told she's in the hospital, she's under doctor's care, she's having brain fog, hallucinations, memory loss. And the producers of the show sort of huddled and said, all right, we've got to bring on guest hosts.
We went up to New York to see her for a little bit. And she was just in very bad shape. Then we found out she had been in the hospital. And we realized that she was in bad shape to the point where she was dying. So we proceeded to pack her stuff and then brought her down here for her.
Just after 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm doing okay. Y'all, beautiful sky. It's very peaceful being here, you know.
Yeah, taking a break from New York.
Yeah, this is a break from New York.
Speaking of that, a lot of people have been wondering what you've been up to, and they've been, sending their prayers out and everything.
You say prayers and think about you. They're like, well, thank you.
She was down here, she got a lot better. Having to spend almost every day, all day with his mom. She was vegan the whole time. She had a personal trainer. She was completely sober. She could speak more clearly. She could remember what you were speaking about 20 seconds prior. We just made sure that she lived a healthy life.
At the Wendy Williams show, there was a swirl of questions like, where is she? What's happening? Is she coming back? Is she not coming back? Her phone is sort of ringing and ringing and ringing in. And at a certain point, I think some of them are wondering, like, did she even have her phone?
I didn't have contact with her for a significant amount of time. And I knew it was out of the ordinary because we talked all the time. I thought that her family took her phone.
By, February of 2022, one person described it to me as like, well, we can't sit here and ask what if. We can't renew the maybe Wendy Williams show. This version of this show has to end.
My aunt did not know she was not going back to the show. She came over to my home one day, and this was when the news broke that day. And I said to her, "Aunt Wendy, come in, sit down. The show is no more. The show's done. It's now Sherry, who is in your time slot. The Wendy Williams show, as you know it, it's done." And so I was the one that told her that she did not know. She didn't believe it, but she was still going out saying, "I'm getting ready for a new season." And then it took a little bit of time, weeks, months, to really understand where things really stood. That's how that played out.
Are you sad about the show being canceled? Any plans for a new show? She's doing fabulous. Any more work
Love it. Thank you. Thanks, Wendy.
Continuing now.
This is a lot. Yes, it is really sad. Yes, it is really sad. Um, this is a lot. Um, wow. And
Wow.
yes, her nephew does seem to love her just like her son. The nephew does seem to love her a lot. And I think because at first Kevin didn't want to do this documentary. So they had the niece and the nephew. That's why we're seeing them so much over Kevin. I think at the 11th hour, her son and her sister decided to be a part of it because they probably thought, well, maybe I'll at least get a chance to see her if we're a part of this. So at the 11th hour, they decided to be a part of it. This is a lot, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I'm speechless. I'm really trying to hold back tears. To because at the end of the day, she's a human. And to know that your talent is not well mentally, emotionally, and physically, and to continue to push them out on stage like everything is okay, like it's horrid. It's horrible. And I cannot imagine being a niece, a nephew, a sister, a parent of a talent being pushed out on the stage knowing that they are mentally and emotionally falling apart personally. This is wow. This is wow.
Latoya, you ain't lying, send them over. And then for her to not really know her show was canceled and her niece had to sit her down and tell her, and she said it took months for her to really comprehend, like, I don't have a show. I really feel, though, to be honest with you, I was disappointed the way they ended that show. And I felt like they could have gave her more. I felt like they could have gave her more. I really did. After 14 years, but you know how sad this is. But Royaire, there's people that spend 20 years on their job and they get a goodbye and a watch.
Some people don't even get that.
Some people don't even get that. But I really wish they could have gave them. They would have did better. That last show should have been all about her because Sherry Shepherd's show didn't start yet. That last show could have been all about Wendy, showing everything that Wendy did over the years and how she started.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone who is watching Diva. We got 621 people on your channel. We have 45 on mine. Y'all make sure you're hitting that like button for us. We truly appreciate y'all coming through, supporting us, and going through this journey with us as we watch Wendy and the fallout of everything, if you may. I don't even know what other words to use.
And all 600 of y'all, go over to DJ's booth, Instagram, follow him. It's back on, y'all. And give him a shout out.
Are there any relationships like in your family or friends that you want to repair or heal?
Yes, my son, Kevin.
So what's the tension between you and Kevin?
Nothing, except for he hates liquor.
When do you drink? When do you like to drink?
When I want to.
Well, he cares about you. What do you miss the most about Kevin? Do you laugh a lot?
We have the best time. The best time. And I can't wait for anyway.
Can't wait for what? To see him?
When I die, everything is for him.
Kevin, any of you take one, marker.
How do you feel about this documentary?
Well, I've never met someone who's been on camera, so being in this has never been my thing. But I feel like the whole idea of what this is supposed to be about is supposed to be about her getting better. That's why I wanted to participate in it.
When was the last time you saw her?
It was about 8 months ago, I think.
Wow. She was in Florida with all of you.
Yeah, she wanted to be close to the family, and we felt as though that her being close to the family would be a huge help and maybe make her feel as though she's worth more than just than just being a talk show host. I felt like my mother has never needed TV or a platform to be special, but I think she may feel otherwise.
Why did she go back to New York?
Court case happened. She was brought back to New York and put in front of a judge with and given a guardian that was going to take her away from us. That's when I kept this completely financially cut off.
Do you think your mother should have a guardian?
I think that my mother should have family. The family side of the story hasn't been told, so it's kind of left this gray space of who's really telling the truth and what's really going on. I've always wanted the best for my mom, I just stay strong, I just understand like nobody's perfect. No matter how many times somebody may fall down, you gotta lift them back up. But I feel like the situation that she's in right now isn't really the best situation for her journey of trying to heal.
Oh my God. All I was doing was saying, oh my God, how sexy I look. Look, a thigh gap. Look, even when I do this, do you see a thigh gap? And I have tears. In a good way. I love my family.
So, do you support your son right now? Because you got an apartment right in Miami.
First of all, asking do I support is the wrong word.
Okay, tell me.
Who you?
Exactly. But you want him to have
Go out, please.
Okay.
Because I'm done with you.
Okay.
Okay. My son, financially and also health-wise, is the best.
I didn't mean that.
Leave me go it. This is my third time crying. And I cried the other day. And I'm not a crier. I've got so much money. I want it for my son. God, it's boiling down. My life. All I know is how to be famous. I really want to be back on television. You want to be back on TV? That's easy.
My mom has done a great job making it seem like everything is okay.
Hi.
But in reality, there's something wrong.
Did you drink this whole thing today? Keep it there. Okay. Keep it there.
There have been random people around you getting money, getting paid, whatever the case may be.
Stealing money from me.
I have no idea where we are.
I think she's losing memory.
Anybody could look at her and tell this is not wrong. There's something wrong.
Hey, this my family.
We all make choices in life. We all go through our challenges. She's still a person. That's my sister.
You are better than this. You are smarter than this. You are stronger than this.
I understand, Alex.
Can you tell me where your sister is?
No, I don't know the exact location.
I feel like the guardian has not done a good job of protecting your mom.
I have no friends. She don't love people. You know how people love you?
We are her family. And you tell me that I'm not capable of taking care of my sister. What would you do? What should I do?
Why does she say it's so hard?
Have fun, the best for her. And it just looks like we're heading down the same path of self-sabotage.
notebooks and flashes.
Oh, yeah. Should we have the prep right now? So today, we're going to ask Rick Park.
Yep. And so this time, do you want to know what I want to do? Knock on doors.
Pretty good.
Where's Will?
Will is gonna meet us there in Jersey.
Okay, so we're ready to go. I can't wait. Asbury Park.
Yeah, Asbury Park. When you were 6 years old, you wanted to.
I wanted to do radio, and I wanted to be famous, and I always knew that my family wouldn't understand. What are we doing?
He's gonna go to the arcade and we're gonna take some photos. If you want it first, let me know.
A farm.
Yeah, a farm. Tony, tickets or something? You looking for your phone? Why didn't you come here? Look, who's this? You probably don't even remember taking this photo.
That's me?
Yeah, that's you. Unless you don't know the money money in Asbury Park.
Wow.
I knew this photo was here. You don't even know this photo was here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You probably came here a long time ago, you forgot.
Wow.
You're a staple in Asbury Park.
Hi. Welcome to the Hey, yes, of course. Fantastic. Have you ever watched the Wendy Williams show? Oh, maybe a couple times. I was here when the put this up with. Well, you know, this is where I was born here. Down the street. No, over there. Are you sure? You're born. I think it was 21 Central. I don't recall. Are you sure? Yeah, down that way. Okay. Okay.
They set the sign up there to make sure that's why you're at Central, because you live in Central.
Thank you.
Since she's hanging on my pole. Why not? Very cute. Thanks so much. You're welcome. But I'm glad you're together in good place, and you want to stay too.
The mic sounds nice, check one. The mic sounds nice, check two. Are you ready? Yeah.
No, on this side.
Right here, don't cry. This is your people. Yeah. You are stars, all of you are. And you know what? Please call my family. It's not one thing. Thank you. It's nice to see you in person. Yes. We're praying for you together. Yes.
I got to go. Because Jamal won't get the door at all.
Watch your stuff over there.
Right here. So this is it.
Yeah.
Where was your room? Did you see your window?
In the back.
Oh, your room was in the back. So you were like hiding.
Yes.
Okay.
My mother and father.
Your room was in the middle?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to say hello.
You want to go in? I'm steps in. Let's do it. Come in.
Hi.
We came to see Wendy's old house.
My mother and father. And my sister and my brother.
Yes.
Yes, this is the first place that we lived here.
You didn't know this was Wendy's old house?
This is my old house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hola, papi, what's going on, pop?
Yes.
The name of the
Yeah.
avenue is.
Yeah, Wendy Williams Clinic. But this was her old house.
This is gorgeous.
Gorgeous?
Yes.
But it feels familiar, right? Brings you back.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine how far you've come. Just think about all that you've accomplished. You know, all from this home. It started right here. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Oh my God.
She's wonderful. She is always told it like it is. And her success as a talk show host was not a big surprise to me. She had a vision. I'm going to be famous. She said that.
Wendy said, I'm gonna be the queen of New York. Came into my room with a doggone clean brush. I'm the roving reporter. And I had an interview where it was where she hit the doggone play button and record and started talking. But finally she found a lot of people listened to it, and it was great. She was built for the Wendy Williams show, and I'm so pissed that she doesn't have it. Because she was the best. So loud, right? I told you we're going to see you, right? We were trying to be tough. How you doing? I really want to be back on television. Can you be back on TV? That's easy. All right? Wendy's an icon coming from TV. She's ready to get back to work. And, you know, she's been through a lot. She's overcome a lot. And she's still in this fight. Who's in there talking? Wendy, can you wake up, please? I wasn't asleep. Okay. How's everything? Great. Why do you have your money just laid out? There's a whole wad of cash in your jewelry box. Huh? Why do you have all this money just in the house? Boss, you brought it to me. I just thought that you would put it in the bank at some point. Cash. You got at least about 10, 15 bands here. Cash is king. Cash is king, but you also got to keep it safe. You don't want to put it in the bank? You love that green paper out here.
Hey, Will.
Yes.
Is the cash here also because if it goes in the bank, it goes away?
No, that's not true. I created a separate account for her.
Can you explain how did Wendy lose control of the money?
The money should stem from a financial standpoint. I think the bank felt like something was taking place that Wendy didn't approve of, and they brought the court.
Substance. From what I understand, Wells Fargo froze her account to find out what was happening because it looked as if someone has been nefarious close to her. Who is the person that is taking advantage of Wendy? Wells Fargo has this guardianship petition about keeping me away from my money.
There have been stories suggesting that the family may have exploited her financially.
Well, there's a lot of blogs that come out. The accusation was made that the entire family is trying to steal her money.
So my mom made me power of attorney because at that time, the banks were trying to, like around that time they started accusing like the family of like doing things that weren't true and saying that my mom was unfit to make choices on her own.
When I was in Miami, all of a sudden, my American Express card wasn't working.
When my mom was living down here, as one can imagine, it's not a cheap lifestyle. The court tried to frame it as though I was making all these charges for my own happiness and stuff. And my mom has never been a cheap person. So whether it be flying her back and forth or private planes, even paying for appointments, it was all under one American Express.
I'm luxurious and gorgeous, and I care for my family a lot.
I think the amount of money that they question Kevin about for his spending was like $100,000. To put in perspective, Kevin's birthday party that year that was $120,000. Kevin's birthday was $80,000. Kevin's Uber Eats probably exceeded $100,000. That's all proves. So for them to have a court case and rip him away from taking care of his mother, it's very questionable.
Have you ever taken money from your mother's account?
I don't think about 100%. I never did 100%. And the people involved with it know how the process was. And, I feel like everyone's just trying to protect themselves at this point, but I love it for the truth when it came to that.
Please let me have access to my money. This is not right.
Getting a guardian is truly a last resort, and it's very serious. In some cases, the court will appoint an independent guardian, but there's a strong preference, and I mean very strong preference in the law for it to be a family member. It's not going to be a family member if the family members are fighting and the judge doesn't think everybody can get along, or if the family members are bad actors. They've done some, unscrupulous things.
As soon as I got the guardian, the first thing I told Kevin was he had to leave. Why? And she didn't want that. When she walked in the court, she requested a criminal walker. And then they looked at her and they said, do you want Kevin here or do you want Kevin to leave? And then she's like, I want Kevin on. Because that was the person who was stopping me from tackle offers and everything.
Do you feel like your mom was really pushed you away?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. No question. I've been very close to my mom for the majority of my life, and I just want the best for her at the end of the day.
This is a lot, Royaire. This is a lot. Will definitely brainwashed her. I feel that way. Listen, my son is all up in my funds, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all up in my funds. I mean, because that's how you do with the kids, especially if you're the only child. For real. You know what I mean? Because that's all we got. Anybody else out there only have one child. When it's the only child, that's the only person you have to give to. You're gonna do everything you can within the means of what you have. That's what you do, and you are very close when it's your only child. I mean, you close anyway. I don't want to minimize you. You understand what I'm trying to say, but like when it's the only one, it's like it's just you and
that's your baby. That's your baby. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course because remember she said Wanda doesn't like her having the alcohol, hence why she pushed Wanda away. Her son didn't let her drink the alcohol.
She pushed him away. Let me say this as far as the $100,000 in Uber Eats, y'all. It's not hard to spend that kind of money on Uber Eats. I can order McDonald's from Uber Eats now, a $10 meal, and it's gonna cost me about $30 to get it to me. After I pay all the shipping and fees, after I tip the individual, and that's just McDonald's. So if we're just eating at McDonald's, I'm imagining Wendy is eating at 5, 6, 7-star restaurants, baby.
Yeah.
Where the meal alone is probably $500. So right. It ain't hard to rack up a bill, that kind of bill. I don't see that unrealistic. $80,000 in rent. I don't, like she said, she lives a lifestyle of luxury. So I don't see it being that hard,
Yeah. The money go fast. That's why I said, it really goes.
And then especially if you eating out 3 times a day.
Child, you got to cook something. That's why I told my son too. Like, okay, one of the meals got to be cooked on the stove. Like, come on now, we gonna be in the poorhouse. Yeah, no. Even when you go to pick it up. They coming at you that they want to tip. Listen, Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks and them, they want to tip when you in person. You like, what the heck? And you almost feel obligated to throw some change in the cup that's sitting there when you in person and you picking up your own stuff. Like,
and the way they have it set up on Uber Eats, the higher you tip, the more priority your order is. The lower you tip, the lower your priority is for your order. So I'm pretty sure they put a nice little penny on the tip so that they can get their food right then and right there.
That part. And that's messed up, Royaire. It's the truth. You gotta tell the truth.
It is, right?
I'm not over choosing a Whopper and liquor over your son. No, I know, but you know what? When you're addiction, addictions are nasty. It turns a person into something they're not. I know a few people that was addicted to substances, and they were not the person they were before the addiction. That's all I can say. And it's very sad. And then on top of the addiction, she's dealing with depression. She's dealing with she can't feel her feet. She's dealing with her husband left. She's dealing with her husband had a baby. She's dealing with her mother died. She's dealing with she lost a show. She's dealing with the whole world is on her shoulders. I told y'all, I fell out on my job at the time over a man.
Over a man. You know, Diva, and the more that I'm watching this and kind of getting an understanding, I feel like that someone in this new inner circle is the individual that went down to Wells Fargo and let them know that something was a little funny, that they felt was going on. I don't feel like this was just a Wells Fargo thing. They was like, oh, we noticed. Somebody tipped them off. Somebody tipped them off.
Yeah, I feel that. Oh, shit. Yeah. We doing no story time. Going down that road. And I fell out.
But everybody take a deep breath. I think we're heading back into it right now. Take a deep breath.
So, did you eat something or did you have a liquor lunch? Because I came into your room and all of a sudden out of nowhere, I happened to notice one of your specialty items. Did you drink this whole thing today? Yes. No. But, okay. Let's just have a quick conversation about this. Don't you feel like maybe this is a bit excessive? I don't know if you need this right now. We have a lot, because we have a lot of business that's going on. I know you said you was drunk, but I just don't know if this is a good idea. Yeah. So you think you're perfectly fine having as many drinks as you want? Perfectly. Okay. But I'm just going to put it downstairs to keep it cool. Keep it there. Okay. Keep it there.
How concerned are you about what is drinking in wine?
I really I don't know. I don't know how much alcohol she consumes, but I threw the damn liquor away. And I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know what's going to stop her.
You must feel powerless, like you can't make her stop drinking.
I never feel powerless, but I do feel like I just need help. Because I can't do this alone. I would be lying to you if I would think that I could conquer alcoholism, alone.
Do you want to stop drinking?
No. And Will drinks. I bet we all drink. Why can't I? Wait, can you hold this? And this. Please don't lose that. I only have 3. The 4th one is somewhere. So anyway, Kevin, don't tell about what I plan on doing.
Alright, I'm gonna call you back.
Okay, go ahead. What's up? That's my son. But he's 21.
So wait, so how often do you talk to Kevin?
Whenever I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes he's got terrible things to say.
Wendy and her son, to my knowledge, have a good relationship. I've heard gripes, but that's natural. She loves him. She cares about her son. And he loves his mom too.
Growing up, my mom, I feel, definitely was more generous to me because she was almost ashamed of the fact that she was an alcoholic, but she felt like I should be doing this as a money buy this to level it out. Because her addiction had so much control over her life that if a person is against it or wants to help with it, she moves them out.
So in the fall of 2021, there was a lot of headlines that Wendy was in, a lot of difficult press. The DailyMail.com photographed her in a bathrobe on the street. And there are other headlines that she had to go get psychiatric help.
We were kind of forced to watch on Instagram and the news, just her sleeping in stores, going around with bathrobes, her almost falling over. And it was just embarrassing. It was sad. It was a tough time.
It doesn't help when you go online every day and you see article after article saying she looks unwell or she's not making sense, and you can't ignore that even as a family member. Even when you say, I'm not going to look this stuff up, you can't ignore the reality that every day for a year and a half there have been articles that have been absolutely horrible, some of which, okay, yeah, that's in line with the reality, and some of which that are not.
I can only imagine and know the concern that you're worried about. We've spent a lot of time with her. We are concerned.
I Google my mom's name probably like every day, you know. And I think that the most frightening thing always is that I will Google and it won't be good, or it will be like something that we can't come back from, or we can't, you know, be there for. So I mean, for a year and a half, it's been every day, and every day I'm Googling her name. It never just as like a check-in to see like what are people saying, but more importantly, like, because I know the whole story, do people care about her, like truly care about her, or do they care about clickbait? I have a feeling that Simone is coming for me. She did a lot of crazy stuff, so she is.
Sad.
I was not prepared for this at all.
No, I don't think anybody was, Royaire. It's very sad. And the nephew and the niece, her family definitely loved her. Family definitely loved her. But listen, anytime you're trying to tell anybody in your family about their addictions and to perhaps stop or that they need help, they do exactly like Wendy was doing to her family. Mind your business, shut up, get out my face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm good. You know, I had a friend very good friend I went to college with, and I didn't realize it at the time. This girl was beautiful, could be a model. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. She was 6 feet and change, gorgeous, full of skin, gorgeous hair. And then and she used to hang out with me and my son's father all the time, right? Going through college or whatever the case may be. I mean, people would stop her all the time talking about how beautiful she is. Fast forward, when I had my son, she came to see me. This is past college, right? And when she saw me, I was driving up and I saw her. I was like, son, don't look right. Her skin looked gray. She just didn't look the same. She didn't look good. So I thought it was a good idea. So we at breakfast and I just said to her, I pretty much said, are you on drugs? Child, that did not go well. Needless to say, Royaire, she never spoke to me again a day of my life. Yeah.
She ripped you out the plastic. She said, you been acting brand new. You got to go, boo.
Yeah. When I tell you she told me off, and I mean, we was thick as thieves in college, okay? We had a truffle. We had a truffle. Me, her, you know, my man, her. No, she went off. She blacked out. And this was in what's that famous, the chain breakfast place. What is that chain?
IHOP.
IHOP. We was in the IHOP. I was so embarrassed. She cursed me out. Yeah, I crossed the road. That's not the way. Well, Sebastian, at the time, I didn't know that wasn't the way. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I messed up. She cursed me out in the IHOP.
Wrong road.
So you got to figure out how to approach these people. You understand? Because, yeah, it's not funny. Yeah, no, she cursed me out. Yeah, she cursed me out. Mm-hmm. She sure did. Yes, child. Skin was gray. And my son's father was the one that told me. He said, girl, can't you see? I said, something ain't right with her. He said, yeah, she's on drugs. And so, like I said, we went to the IHOP and I thought, let me talk to her. Well, that was that. I did. I'm sorry. I didn't know. What was I supposed to say, y'all? Yeah, I don't know. But now I know, though.
Now you know. Make sure you're hitting the like button, people. We totally appreciate you guys joining myself and Diva tonight. Also, I have dropped the link for my channel and Diva's channel as well. So if you're not a subscriber, please go over and subscribe to our channels. We truly appreciate the love and support.
We do. Yes, BB, she was gray. Her skin was gray. And I'm telling you, this girl could have been a top model. Men would stop her all the time and ask her, like, oh my God. They stayed on her face. And when I saw her and she was gray, I was like, oh my God. I thought she was sick. And like I said, my son's father at the time said, girl, wake up. This girl's on drugs. Wait, is it back on? It's back on, y'all. Is it back on? Yeah.
I'm through my last commercial.
Why are you going to do a podcast?
podcast is the heartbeat of everything I'm trying to do for Wendy. I feel like Wendy wants to connect with her fans in a different way, opposed to her just doing a television show. She definitely misses her fans. That's a big void in her life. Wendy and myself, we're ready to go, but we're waiting for the deal to come. You know, we just want to make sure. I just want to make sure I get the right deal for her. This is Wendy Williams. She's iconic. So, Sean, thanks for joining us. We just wanted to get together and let's talk about this podcast.
The media is anxious for the podcast.
Okay.
The fans want Wendy. They're asking about it. So are we there right now? Are you able to give me a date so we can kind of run with it?
I can't give you a date.
I'm constantly fighting the media. Even if we could somewhat start shooting the pilot, if that's okay, but I feel like we should start moving towards figuring out who Wendy would like to interview, what that needs to look like, trying to figure out what the press wants getting to work.
Well, let me ask you a question. Who do you think should be some of the first guests on the podcast?
Kiki Shepard. Ooh, I like that, Wendy.
Madonna. The end of the road is Madonna.
So Sean, you don't think that if we shoot a pilot, that could probably hurt future deals that we're going to get? You don't think that we're giving them the sauce prematurely?
I think it will help. Because I think we'll be able to see Wendy in action, and you use that to shop the deal, essentially.
So if it doesn't work, we're gonna blame you.
It's gonna work.
I'm just letting you know right now.
It's Wendy.
So can I see you tomorrow?
Yes, you can.
Perfect. We'll talk tomorrow. Okay. Can you come upstairs? Oh, I am. You don't have to come upstairs. I will talk to you about everything.
Do you think she's ready to do a podcast? You said that she was having a hard time.
Well, in regards to her being ready, let me ask you, he was with her for 2-3 days. Do you think Wendy's ready to do a podcast? So why do you have doubt? Because you just shook your head 10 times, but no words came out.
It seems like Wendy really struggles with expressing herself. Are you concerned about that?
She does this in her sleep. So that's why I don't understand when people have doubt. That's why I asked you the question. I don't understand where the doubt comes from. When you have someone who has done this for 20 years straight, how can she not be ready? You okay? You got any tobacco?
No, come upstairs with me.
Okay, I'm coming in 7 minutes.
Perfect. And you next. A while. I am ready to know a little more because Wells Fargo has got me on lock. This is me. One of a kind. So when all the flashbulbs go off, I love it. And I can't wait until it's over and see my parents and folks.
People love it. And she loves people. So anything Wendy does is gonna open her. Good, negative, bad, and different. They're gonna pick it up.
Wendy has always been very provocative. Whether you loved her, whether you hated her, you wanted to listen to her. And there were times you really, really wanted to hate her. Like the Free Britney comments. Free Britney. How dare you, Mr. Spears? You had me fooled. And you too, Mrs. Spears. Death to all of them. And she's a story. She's not used to being the hot topic the way that she is right now. You do have some haters out there. Some. When you say it like you mean it, you have to be prepared for people to not want to be around you because you are a pariah. To be frank, it's hard to see Wendy as a victim because of all the ill will she has engendered with some people. You know, you could go on YouTube comments and that would just be fans saying, oh, just desserts, right? You know, karma coming back to bite her.
So
I don't want to sit with my back against the mirror. I want to be seen.
you want to be seen where?
So I want to sit over there.
No, we can't because the cameras are facing this one.
Oh,
Okay?
important.
Exactly. Very.
The food is great, but I'm not here to eat. I'm here
You're
to
selling.
Yes.
You worked it.
Yeah, yes. And there's a new chapter in my life
Yes, there is.
where I don't want to work all the time.
No.
And I want to have friends. Yeah. Guys and girls. I have no friends. Yeah. You know what? I know nobody. I know you.
You know a lot of people, Wendy.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You know a lot of people. So many people. Yes, even when I went to your birthday dinner, you know a lot of people. You know how many people come out to support you? You know how many people love you?
No, I didn't. No, I don't. Then why don't they come over and we exchange phone numbers? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? You know.
Does she live a pretty lonely life?
In my opinion, yes. And when I say lonely, I just feel like Wendy requires a lot. She's definitely a people's person. She's definitely an outgoing individual, and she loves to talk. Did you know?
Excuse me? Do you have wine?
Yes.
Let me see.
Wine, right?
You know what? What?
How about next? Everything happened in sport.
Okay.
One of the best of the month.
I'll take it. Thanks. But I'm serious about.
Look at that.
You know what I'm saying? I've been kind of.
Okay. No wine, nothing. No liquor. Can you bring us something that is like virgin?
I like wine. I can make like good martini.
Yeah, make us something virgin. No liquor.
Go that martini, okay?
Thank you, boss. Thank you. Kevin does not want his mother utilizing any substances. He has a no alcohol policy. He's always stressed out to me. He doesn't want her drinking a drop of liquor.
Thank you. Oh, that's yours. Is that yours? Oh, that's mine. Thank you. Let me tell you something right now.
Tell me.
Like, my whole family is in Miami, but I was so busy doing Lady Williams' show. You know,
Do you miss your family?
No, I
You
don't.
don't miss your family at all?
No.
Do you miss Kevin? You miss your son?
What?
I'm just asking.
Excuse me?
Yes.
My only child.
Yes.
Of course.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
don't you think we should go see him?
Yes.
Okay.
But I can't fly. I
How
have
can
no
you fly?
flying passport.
Yes, you
I
do.
have no card. Can they hear me talking?
When you say they, yes, everyone can hear you talking.
Fabulous.
You're loud.
Well,
It's okay, you're the voice of the city. You should be loud.
6 years old, Asbury Park.
Asbury Park. Let him know.
I think that my mom has done a great job making it seem like everything is okay always. Unfortunately, when she's in New York, she doesn't have anybody to really call on, to really want to do anything with her unless they're being paid. I think that once she realizes that, that's when the lonely feeling really sets in. That's when self-sabotage occurs. And she drinks and smokes e-pens. And it just looks like, we're heading down the same path of self-sabotage.
You ready to go or you good? You still eating?
No, please. Don't forget my wine.
Okay, so Domino's perfect combo includes 2 medium, 1 topping deep.
She said, "You next."
This Shelby guy, they are gonna rip him to shreds after this is done. He's done. He's done. He's done.
He's done.
Rightfully
But she said, "Come upstairs with me." Then she told the guy, "You're next." Oh, you're welcome. We're so glad y'all hanging out with us.
Yeah.
This is a lot.
This
This
is
is a lot.
this is a roller coaster. Who just said that? Somebody just said it. This is a roller coaster.
Yeah, it is.
This is a true roller coaster of emotions.
Yes.
This is just wow.
Yeah.
And
she's very
you won't let her drink in public, but you'll let her drink in private, knowing that her son has enough alcohol.
Now all of a sudden she said her son don't want her to drink, but you saw her with the alcohol, the vodka in the house. She loved the vodka. She loved vodka. But I think she lost her mind when she found out there was no vodka in that drink they bought her.
They had to cut that scene because she showed out.
She's showing out.
They did just erupt to a commercial, so she probably did have a fallout.
Yeah, unbelievable. This is so incredibly sad. And you could tell that part of her issue is the loneliness. Because she mentions very often she misses her family. Her family's in Miami. She has no friends. And you saw how she teared up when she was talking about not having any friends. And he talking about all these people at your birthday party. In my opinion, Will Selby is a fraud. The documentary was about him. He wanted to shine. He wanted to showcase. He got about 55 confessionals. And
His
honey, she
first and
closed
last.
that laptop on that woman she closed it. He said she didn't even say bye yet. She was done. She was like, time to go do what we do. Not you next.
He will do anything to make sure that he stays in her good grace.
Yeah.
And this is a true testament to be careful who you allow to be around you. Be careful of your surroundings. Be careful who you call friend, because everybody that call you your friend ain't your friend. And here we are seeing it. This is not a friend. None of this publicist. Who is this publicist? You really pushing her out here? Y'all behind the camera saying
it's back on for me. I think no, never mind. It's a cough drop commercial. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Yes.
This publicist pushing her, all of these people pushing this woman. And you can see Diva every time she tries to smile, her eyes are watering up. She is lifeless in her eyes. There is no life in her eyes. And her mother said it. I see the light dimming in my daughter. She said it.
Yeah. The mother said it. The mother knew. The mother knew before she left. Yeah. Because you know what? Your parents always know. Their parents always know the company you keep. But you know what though? They did something to get her away from her family. They did something. Then they did something.
They continue to provide her with alcohol. They continue to provide.
No, I'm talking about when they went to the court.
Yeah.
They did something to get her away from the family.
Yeah.
They did something sneaky and slick.
I think filing that motion with Wells Fargo, because if you listen back to it, they said she was down in Miami. She didn't have to come back. The only reason she came back is because the courts dragged her to come back. And that's why I said somebody in her camp, while she was down in Miami, they went to that courthouse in New York.
It's back on for me. Okay, yeah.
They filed. Yeah. Okay, people, we're back.
16th. Star. I love Star. This is my girl.
Who is it?
I love her so much. This girl, who's been on the Wendy Williams show.
Jennifer Lopez.
Love her. And you know what? I love this man. But what's weird about Jennifer is that she will dump him immediately. Like me. And like Sex and the City. Dump immediately. So he better get in line.
Do you miss looking at these kinds of magazines?
Correct. Yes. I miss this.
Why do you do that? Can I ask you a question about liquor? Why do you like liquor? Like, why do you like to drink?
Because I can.
When you have a drink, like, what, do you just have it just to have it, or is you're stressed out, or you're bored, or what?
You know, just because I care for it. And I've always been bored. And Will stole my Kettle One. How dare you? I own this apartment.
Every day that I come here, I look for alcohol, just in case.
Where's the place you found it?
I found it like in the bathroom, under the bathroom cabinets, sometimes in closets. I just find it and pour it out, to be honest.
Okay, so here's what's happening. Okay, I'm so bored that I can't wait to get to California. Yeah. I wish you would get liposuction. Okay, you know, and this is great, and the hair is everything.
Thank you. You're everything. Yeah, I love you.
When we get to California, I want to be there for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Perhaps 3 weeks.
Okay.
I don't know. And dumbass Will, who has no idea what's about to happen, he's going to be gobsmacked. Am I yelling?
You're fine.
Sorry. Yeah. Long, hard, and fast.
Yes.
I will smoke when I smoke, and I will liquor when I liquor.
Oh no.
And I will eat what I eat.
Oh no.
How dare him?
Uh-oh.
How dare him? I control me.
Well, and you know your limits. You know.
Let me tell you something right now. I don't need Will for anything, but I want money. You know, and you know what? I think we need to go.
Do you want to go upstairs and look at the things you want to get rid of?
Let's go. Okay. There's so much stuff that I'm throwing away.
Okay, I'm gonna take my stuff out.
And so much stuff I'm keeping. Get up, please.
Okay, let's go.
All of this is mine. What the brand is this? Yeah. Put it in the same position, please. Hose it all the way. Dumbass.
Did she say anything that offended you?
I have very thick skin.
No, thank you.
Got it. I know that she cares about me. I know that she knows that I'm like a ride or die for her.
I can't do long because of my foot problem.
Yeah.
So I'm not wearing stuff like that. No.
You know how Wendy can be a bit brash at times. Was that always the Wendy you knew?
Mom has tougher skin than most people, so she expects other people to have tough skin. But I do remember 10 years ago, it was clearly something going on. The changes started and it's progressed, and at this point, I think it's just ahead.
Go downstairs, please. I'll order something to make you fat.
Okay. All right. See you in a sec.
In all my travels, I've never seen such dry skin.
Diva, go downstairs and order something to make you fatter. You're mute. You mute.
After she just got through telling her she's gorgeous.
No, after she just got to finish telling her she needs liposuction. She didn't tell her she needs
Oh my God. Yes.
I couldn't work with Wendy. I could not work with Wendy because I would be in jail because I would slap the fire out this lady.
Mean is an understatement.
I would slap the fire out of this lady. I would be like,
but
who are you talking to?
See, what I wonder is, was she this mean before all of her ailments and her downfall and her dementia? But you know what? Raheem, you reminded me. I think she was, because she was terrible to Suzanne live. Yeah. Live. She was horrible to her. Oh, I couldn't work with her either. Yeah, unbelievable. This is a bit much. And that white outfit was tragic.
Them feet was tragic. That was tragic.
The feet was tragic, but not that white outfit that you totally see through. And she's about, and the boobs are like 900, like out to here, and she's like this tiny. It was a mess. It was a mess. And you're right, Norman. She was bad. She was mean to Norman also. Yeah, Susan, sweet baby. Come on.
Oh my God.
It was horrible to Susan. Oh God. Dear God. Norman helped her often too. They all did. They actually loved her. They do still love her though. You can't get Susan to say a word. I tried to interview Susan about 2,000 times. I finally gave up. Susan ain't saying nothing.
Suzanne said you will not get her caught up in your foolery and game. She
likes
her life.
You know, this is a train wreck. This is, I don't know, this is coming close to being as bad as being Bobby Brown with Bobby and Whitney. This is how bad this is. She called that.
Oh my God. Everything but a child of God. Everything but, okay?
Everything. Oh, see, I misheard. She told her to go get lipo and something with her pants.
She said, you need lipo. but this is good.
All right, now, I'm sorry. Suzanne.
Yeah, Suzanne.
But y'all know who I'm talking about.
Oh my God. Not
He
Sherry
was
fired
evil to
Suzanne.
her. She called that woman stupid. She said, put it back the way it was.
She said, get up, please.
This is messy.
Wendy better be glad that she ain't somewhere off, because I would have hurt this lady.
Yeah, addiction is horrible. And yes, Kevin did say, it's back on for me. It's back on for me.
Saturday at 8 on Lifetime.
Hey, Wendy.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm not speaking to you. Just draw.
I've worked with Wendy for about a year now.
And what's she like?
Some days are better than others. You know, some days she's fine. Some days she's a little crazy. I've been fired, I think, twice.
What do you do wrong?
That time we had a conversation about drinking. She got pissed off.
What happened?
She wanted to get a drink, and I told her no. So you're fired.
New York.
Yes, ma'am.
Find the baby.
We're gonna find it right now. Sean has the address.
It's right near the Wendy Williams show. Maybe they can get half off. I tell him, listen, all my is at Wells Fargo. I don't have a card. I have no money. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can cut a deal. I don't see my spot. This doesn't look like anything familiar when I'm going to the Wendy Williams show. This is one she's supposed to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You know, I wonder if, and I
Do you know Wendy Williams? She comes in here all the time. She told me you would know what she did.
Yeah, I know. This is not the blue that I go to. And this person doesn't know the Wendy Williams show. Why did it take so long?
Well, he couldn't find the right one, and this is the only one he had. I thought this is the right one he had.
First of all, you didn't go past the Wendy Williams show or the Sherry Shepherd show.
We're gonna go past for now.
Yeah.
All right. That's where we need to go past.
Is that the correct one? That's all he said he had. He said to choose, you get it.
What the is this? This is open it. I don't even know.
Okay, because if not, he told me to bring it right back in.
Go past the Wendy Williams show. Go past the Sherry Shepherd show.
It's on 26th Street.
Give it back, please. Give it back. And don't take more than 2 seconds.
You got 2 seconds.
Just made on Friday.
Excuse me?
We go there all the time for the blues.
Listen. You're supposed to go past the Wendy Williams show.
Okay, but
make a right.
This is where we get the blues from every time.
No, excuse me. I do it because I don't want to argue with you. Is that it?
Okay, thank you.
But as a driver, you're just a driver.
Try this one. Is this one better? He said that's the other one.
I said, give the.
This isn't okay.
Close it. Sean,
Yeah.
give the back and let's go.
Okay.
Doesn't know about New York. But I can't wait to get to California.
I returned it because that's all they had in there. So.
No! Fine! Past the Wendy Williams show. Then, excuse me? Can you drive a little bit faster? And we won't get stopped by the police. I'm famous. And I never go out. And everything that I have on is delicious.
Here's the Wendy Williams show right on your left. Let's go right here. That's the Wendy Williams show.
Okay. Stay right. Stay right.
This is the same. Yeah, this is the one we were just at.
Oh my God.
The driver, I said, go past the Wendy Williams show.
You did that. You just did that.
Do it again. Do it again. I'm not going to this place. We're not here.
It's right here. Same show right there. Same one.
We just passed it.
Same one. Same one.
I'm so glad
I'm not on the Wendy Williams show. This is all too much.
Wendy, these are the two. Is it this one? Or this one? These are all I have in there. I opened up both boxes.
This is not.
Or this one. Both of them they said blue.
That's what. I'm sorry, driver.
Don't move yet, please.
Okay.
I need hair for a second.
Okay, no problem.
Sean.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So Sean, we're going now. The crew has to stop filming now. We are about to leave right now, and Jamal and Sean are going to go back to the house.
We need to find the blue. The blue.
So we're gonna
We
order.
need to find the blue that I like, and then go back to the apartment. Excuse me, I said the blue. This is so big.
So we're gonna.
I have no idea where we are.
So Wendy, we're gonna get out of the car because the guys have to wrap.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be here on this side. We should just have this for a second.
Calling Wells, listen. Why don't we order in some liquor?
Yeah.
Will? What do you like? Champagne?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have champagne along with the booze that I like. Are you worried about Wendy?
This stage in her life, yeah. From when I first met Wendy, she had a beautiful personality. Now it's just like, what the hell's going on? I don't know what she's going through, but it's getting very intense, whatever she's going through. I think she's losing memory. Have you guys noticed that? Like, she just blanks out. Like, you'll talk to her, she'll blank out. Sometimes she doesn't even realize who I am. I picked her up many times and she's like, hey, who are you again? You don't want someone like that to be around, on a daily basis to be around with you? That needs to be a super paycheck.
Sean interview. Sean interview. Take one. Mark.
So we shared an experience in streaming car together.
Yeah.
When we went to your date. Talk about that.
Yes, that was an experience. I agree.
So when we got out of the car last time, what happened? So the cameras were pulled away. Did you guys have a fight away? Did you call?
Oh no, we came back. Yeah, we ended up coming back here, coming back home and eating and having. Actually, we didn't eat. Yeah, and talking.
So you don't think there's anything going on with Wendy's health that is alarming or raising an eyebrow to you?
No, I mean Wendy is Wendy.
There has been a record that she did have a problem with alcohol, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's public knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Are you worried about that at all? Like,
right now, I'm not. The reason why is I really feel she knows how to control herself.
Are you stupid or dumb, bitch?
The fact that maybe you had a drink, but it was a drink, and you were able to stop.
Nobody's surprised by how my mom treats people in the current state that she's in, where she's not healthy. But people are more so surprised by how easily the people around her are agreeing and allowing this to continue.
Yeah.
As long as she has people around her who are yes people, the same thing is always going to occur where she would ultimately just find any excuse to be by herself so she can get back to drinking.
The story everyone is talking about, continuing tomorrow.
I can't believe that you would even do this behind my back.
Her health needs to be the number one priority, not her gaining a health stroke.
You are bigger than this. You are stronger than this.
What are you afraid will happen if something drastic doesn't change?
I'm afraid that she could die.
Where is Wendy Williams? A 2-night documentary event continues tomorrow at 8, only on Lifetime.
I get her the blue.
Now we driving around the same block 17 times. To only go to the same store that we've been going to. But okay.
You got 2 seconds. The producer said, "Oh, we got to wrap this up." She said, "Whatever, get my blue."
Who is this? These people need to be fought, like
yeah.
Unemployment line immediately.
And they let this go on for years. They let this go on for years. Right? Because they filmed for a whole year or something like that. And then y'all filming her sleep. That was just evil. Mhm. Yeah, this is rough. This is rougher than I thought it was going to be. This is
Yeah, no, this I couldn't even imagine this. Like
Yeah, how could you have any words? This is complete insanity. Complete and other insanity. Enablers is an understatement.
these people need to be pressed charges against. They need charges brought against them because it basically you're allowing someone to kind of kill themselves pretty much slowly, literally, like, and you're just sitting back and watching it.
Spiral is an understatement. Girl, no, she would have kicked me down the whole flight of steps.
I would have kicked her down the whole flight of steps. Child, it would be no Wendy. It would be no Wendy if it was me.
She would have, you darn right. I would have been like, you're a drunk.
I would have threw her over the balcony.
Now I promise you, I got cursed out in the IHOP over some pancakes. It was terrible. Yeah, this is scary. I'm afraid for Sherry. Now she was driving by the Wendy show, the Sherry show 10 times.
Oh my God.
They had the new sign up. They had the new sign up. Child, if I was Sherry, I would say, nah, y'all got to move me out this building.
Go.
Yeah, a bunch of enablers. But you know what? I felt sad. I felt sorry for the publicist. She didn't know what to do.
Why you feel sorry for her?
She went back in and out like 10 times and was like, this what they said they got for you, Wendy. She said, what is this? Go back.
She deserves the treatment. The way she treating Wendy, she deserves the treatment.
Look, she said, you got 2 seconds. Go back in here.
Did you see how she threw the paper bag back?
Not 2 seconds. It taking longer to get out that car. Listen, I would have never imagined this documentary being like this. No, that producer said we can't even do this no more. This is crazy.
No.
We go around the block 17 times.
That was their gas for the day, baby. They still had to get back to the studio. Child, somebody find her the blue, okay? The blue.
I do feel sorry for her. Listen, it's back on for me. It's back on for me, Royaire. Okay.
Good morning, Wendy. How are you?
I'm doing better than most.
We weren't here for a couple of days. Did you enjoy your time off from the documentary?
No.
No.
I'm bored. I'm bored.
He says crash.
Hi, Wendy. Hi, Wendy. Wendy?
So you just went in to talk to Wendy?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
She's knocked out, like fast asleep, mouth open, like REM sleep.
Is that normal usually? Like,
no.
We came in this morning, her eyes were rolled back in her head, and her speech was slurred. It was just concerned. You know, that there was something else going on.
Hello?
Hey, Wells, Keish. I'm here by Wendy. Wendy has piles and piles and piles of stuff everywhere, and tons of pet and cat food.
What happened with the cats?
Oh, they're spread up everywhere by the door.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it stinks, and the people are here from what goes around comes around, and like there's a lot that we would have to go through here before they can see any of this.
Okay, I'm on the way. Right?
Goodbye.
Bye.
Wendy,
Wendy, I know you can hear my voice. So you decided to take a nap, huh? How long you need? About an hour? Huh? An hour? You know we have stuff to do today, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you an hour, and I need you to wake your ass up. All right? What'd you say?
I know what to wear.
What does that have to do with anything? You need to be yeah, but you need to be awake in order for you to put clothes on.
I will be up.
You will what?
I will be awake.
Okay, so 1 hour, 60 minutes, and I'm coming back to get you.
It might be several hours.
No,
I don't know. When I have to go out to eat.
Yeah, and 1 hour we have to get you ready, and then we go out to eat after.
And I will go out to drink.
And why are you telling me about you drinking? Just go to sleep. I don't need it. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, and I'll wake you up later. All right? Go to sleep.
Look, do you see what I deal with?
What do you deal with? You don't deal with anything.
I said goodbye.
Yeah, so? Doesn't mean I have to leave. Go to sleep. You need rest. Clearly. How are you whispering to the camera?
Because these are my friends, not you.
That's what you think. What makes you think that they're your friends? Hmm?
Do you think Wendy was drinking this morning?
There's no way that I would know that. I have no idea if she was drinking. I don't feel like when I walked in the room, she was drunk. I feel like she was just really tired. Where are you going? You're not ready to go nowhere yet. You're not in a good space right now. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. What do you think it was? It's okay. It's all right. Ain't nobody else like me. All right. Let's let her get some rest, guys, please, if you don't mind. Just take an hour or two, because you look a little tired, all right? And I'll have the orange juice come up. I can't determine Wendy's mental health. I guess a small part of me is concerned to a point where I probably just don't ask because I don't really want to know.
I love you.
Love you too. I'll talk to you soon.
Sean! This is my niece.
Hi. I've never met you before. There have been random people around you.
Stealing money from me.
It's giving desperate energy.
Relax. I want to get back on TV.
I'm in Los Angeles.
Are you serious?
I want a new manager immediately.
Her health is the number one priority, not her getting a talk show.
Because they're going to say yes.
What are you afraid your concerns will happen if something drastic doesn't change?
I'm afraid that she could die.
I don't even know who this person is.
What's going on? Why is she like it's so sorry?
They showing it over again already. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm gonna ask
I didn't even think I was gonna be this speechless. I don't even.
Wow is an understatement. Roy, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link. I'm dropping the link, y'all.
Before we bring anybody up, we want to thank you guys for joining us tonight during this watch party. We truly appreciate the love and support. Diva, you got 700 people in your live, which is
Oh. Okay, wait, you kicked yourself out.
Yeah, but we got 700 people on your channel. We got 40, 50 people on mine. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Remember to hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, check out our channels. We would love to have you with us. And turn that notification bell on all. That way you see each and every time we go live or post a video. We appreciate you guys' love and support so much.
We'll go to Smoke because I can't even say anything right now. Smoke.
I will be back. I need an intermission.
Okay, no problem.
This is sad. This is like really, really bad, and this is probably the worst I've seen in exploitation. There's not enough zeros behind any check that I'll be willing to put someone who I would consider a boss or a friend or that I'm close to in this manner. Like the people around her don't love her or care for her. They just see Wendy as their direct deposit at this point. So I caught in late, but I'm watching it again now. I'm just like, this is very bad, and I'm very concerned for like what's up ahead for her.
Very
And I'm
good.
not a Wendy fan, but we can have compassion for a human being. Like no one wants to see anybody going through this, especially if like we know where she was like at the top of her game to where she is now. And even like the moment like y'all were just talking about her circling back and forth from the Wendy Williams studio, well, the Sherry Shepherd show to the store. I honestly feel like it's just like she kind of just have a moment of, like revisiting of what her life was. And so like, and also I think like that's where her mental capacity was kind of just like not
Couldn't take
there.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Couldn't take it. It
Yeah.
couldn't take it. She kept circling back to what was her old life,
Yep.
and it triggered her. And she didn't even recognize that she was in the same store. She kept telling them to go back and forth to, back and forth to, back and forth to. But right there, when the producers saw that, they should have known right there. There's no more filming.
It should have been done.
Right. They should have been done with it. They should have been done with it. And I felt bad for the publicist because I felt like she didn't know what to do.
Mm-mm.
I felt like she didn't know what to do. And Will Selby, he's full of crap.
Whoo. I'm watching it again, so I need to see what y'all are talking about, like what he did. But I'm just looking like, how are you talking to this woman talking about we got somewhere to be? Like, no, you got somewhere to be, and you need her to be there so that you can get the access that you need. It's not the other way around. Like, honestly, I wish someone. Why are they showing her feet?
What I don't like either is that manager.
Whew.
That manager is trash. That woman is trash. You come in there, it smells like pee. You see the clothes in disarray. You clearly knew. That's right. The fake manager will needs to go, but so does that lady. I meant to write down her name, Keisha Anderson. She needs to go too. You come in the house, you see people are filming. You're the manager. People are filming. There's clothes everywhere. It smells like pee. The cat food is everywhere. And y'all thinking she's okay. Nobody, you had that stack of money. Call in a house cleaner and get this thing in order. And yeah, the cats ripped the headboard. It's a mess.
And this is the thing that people don't know about when you have family members who go through any kind of mental episode. It's hard because it's like you want to intercede to help them, but they're not in the right frame of mind. They don't know the difference between what's going on in their heads and reality. And like I understand that dynamic because I've been through it before. So like this, I feel for the son. Like you want to help your mom as best as you can, but if she's telling you she doesn't want you there or not to be around, like what do you expect? I mean, granted, I don't want to say he's not fighting hard for her. I don't want to make that assumption. He probably is, but I'll be like, oh hell no! I'll be tearing up all the Lifetime cameras, being like, yeah, I ain't about to do this here. Not right now. Not ever.
He couldn't stop it though. He
I
couldn't
know.
stop it because there was periods where they wouldn't even allow him access to his mother. And that Will Selby, you're saying, oh, on in the restaurant, you're saying, oh, her son doesn't want her drinking, but in the house, you know she was drinking. Why don't you stop the nonsense?
I have a question. What is the? Did anybody watch the interview with the niece? She did an interview recently. Anybody see that?
Yes.
Yeah. So what was? I haven't seen it, and maybe it'll help me understand who's really behind this, pushing this documentary out. Like clearly the family is kind of in support of this documentary, otherwise they wouldn't be in it. What did the niece have to say in her interview? Was it Today Show or somewhere?
So the thing is, I think they were a part of it only to get access to their aunt. So the way that I'm seeing this is that at one point, the point where she was doing well is when she was with the son and he wasn't allowing the alcohol and she was sober and eating well and exercising and, getting on the path of being better. So in 2019, with her son and her now ex-husband, she was told, if you keep drinking, you're not going to remember anything. So towards the end of her show, if you watched or even if you went there in person, you saw that Wendy Williams' memory was leaving her then. She would have brain fog. You saw how they showed in this documentary the time period when she had what's her name from what's that show? Which her name is skipping my mind right now. And she started talking out of nowhere about her cats. Right? So that right there was signs of something's not right with Wendy. So she was diagnosed in 2019. I think the elephant in the room that they're not wanting us to talk about is that Barbara Cochran, yes. The elephant in the room that they're not talking about is that someone was doing something with her money at Wells Fargo. And she was with the family in Florida. So I'm not going to blame the family, but I'm just going to say someone was doing something with her money, and that gave other people the opportunity to become vultures on Wendy. And that's when a court without evidence is not going to be able to say, I want no one in your family to be your conservator or over your finances and over your health decisions. That's a big thing. So that means that there was enough evidence that showed that perhaps, I'm going to say this unfortunately, the family could not be trusted. And that's when these others got, involved. Now, there's rumors that, somebody faked some stuff on medical documents because the court also had access to Wendy's medical documents. And now we know that in 2019, she was diagnosed with cognitive issues. So therefore, if you got Wells Fargo saying somebody's taking advantage of her, and then you pull 2019 medical records that prove she got some cognitive issues, that's enough for a court to say, Yeah, and the nephew said, this is an issue too. The nephew said they spent over 100K in Uber Eats when they were in Miami. That's food. Even though I know money could go fast, that's food for everybody. That was food for Wendy, her son, the uncle, the brother, the cousins, the this, the that, and the other. And if you got money flying like that out of her account, remember I said before on one of my shows, when you have money in the bank, if you don't have money constantly coming in the bank, at some point, all of your spending, your money's going to go down like this. If you spent 100K in a short period of time, her millions would have been going easy. Easy. Let me go in order here. Emmanuel, you're up, and I'm going to get to everybody.
Well, this was very hard to watch. I didn't think it was going to be this bad, but it was. That it really pissed me off that these people who are around her are allowing her to do this stuff. Because even at that scene when they had the whole thing about the vape, why are they even stopping at a vape shop? They shouldn't even be allowing anything like that around her. No, when they went to that dinner scene and she ordered wine and a margarita, what is wrong with these people? And also, we've been kind of beating Diva up about the Wells Fargo thing, but honestly, now that we've seen it, I think it was a blessing in disguise, because had those accounts not been frozen, God knows what Will and these people would have gotten out of her. So I can't wait for the next part, but it's definitely very sad. And it's hard to picture how someone can have it all, and then in 1 second it just all goes away.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Emmanuel. Oh, in 2019, the Sun reported she had alcohol-induced brain damage. So they knew back then. They knew with Wendy. Oh shoot, Royaire, you about to go hang out? Nah, you about to run these streets? I ain't mad at you.
Birthday party to go to tonight.
Oh, okay. Looking cute though. I love it. I love it. Come on now. In my opinion, you're up.
This was sad. It was really sad. I don't know how many times I cried doing this, because the fact that the son said, when she went back to New York, he couldn't see her anymore. And I'm concerned on why the courts would make it where he can't see his mama. Like this whole documentary that they filmed needs to be presented to the New York State Court then, because this is what y'all allowing. Coincidentally, you saying the family is toxic for her, but these people right here is way worse. This is not the Wendy we grew to love. Like, she's a shell of herself, and to see her like this, it's sad. Like, I don't think this was the legacy Wendy wanted to leave.
Mm-mm. It's very sad. It's very sad. Sean, am I saying your name right? I hope so. You're up.
Yes. I basically. Oops, sorry. Asked what I was a little confused about. The chronology is really confusing to me. Did anybody else experience that? I was really, I don't understand. Is this period of time that they're showing her, and at some point she was with her son? When did it stop? And then he's getting interviewed and hadn't seen her in 8 months. Is anybody confused about the chronology of it all?
No, I'm not. And the only reason why is because on another content creator show, Sherelle's World,
okay,
was following this thing from the time Wells Fargo and a little bit before that. But we was following this thing by the time Wells Fargo froze her accounts all the way through to the point where her brother Tommy, he was on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel, and every title that he had would be like Wendy Williams, just so people could watch. And then you click in it, and he wasn't talking about anything. So from the first time when Wendy was absent from the show before they took it from her, she was in a lot of rehabs, right? She went to rehab a lot, but then at some point she went down to Florida and she was with the family. And that time period that she was with the family, a lot happened. She was doing well. So her son, to back up a little bit, and I don't want to take up too much time because I want other people to be able to speak. To back up a little bit, many moons ago, her son went through something himself with substance abuse, right? And if you heard about Dr. Sadie, when he was alive, her son went to Dr. Sadie's rehab center, so to speak. But Dr. Sadie believes in eating all natural foods, having an alkaline diet, so forth and so on. So her son, for the most part, pretty much followed that the rest of his life after that. So did the mistress, turned girlfriend, or whatever you want to call it, Serena. And then Serena got Kevin Sr. hooked on those same ways too, of eating natural, being natural, whatever. So fast forward, when his mother come to Florida with him, he's making sure she's not drinking, she's not doing this, she's eating right, she's exercising, and she was getting somewhat better. But in the midst of that, and yes, they do need money to pay for their living, right? So they was using the money and they was Uber eating. And I will tell you this, money goes fast. Even I just have one son, even with me and him, when we order stuff at some places, it's $50, $60 when I'm going to go pick it up. And that's for the two of us, right? $50, $60 easy. So imagine you ordering for everybody and then you having it delivered. I'm telling you, I'm paying $50, $60 and I'm going to pick it up. So by the time you add the tip and the delivery, you add a heck of cash. So imagine just that it was $100,000 in Uber Eats. But you think that was the only money they was taking out of that account? No, they was taking it out for their living, the extras, whatever they was doing, they was tapping into Wendy's money. So you have that, and then you have Wells Fargo getting involved, right? And then the nephew said something about throwing him Kevin Jr. had a $20,000 birthday party, right?
$100,000.
Oh, was it $100,000 birthday party?
$100,000 birthday party. His rent is $80,000, and they spend about $100,000 on Uber Eats.
It was $120,000 birthday party.
That's even worse. So do you see how this money is coming out of her account left and right? So Wells Fargo got involved. Then the New York courts got involved. Then she had to go back to New York. And in one article I read, when she was on her way back to New York or something like that, she was sober all of that time. And then on her way back to New York, she started drinking. She got alcohol poisoning and she had to go back to the hospital. $120,000 birthday party. Is that not insane?
I mean, but that's her only baby, though. That's her only baby. She'll do anything.
But do you see how
and that was his 21st birthday too? So I'm pretty sure she just did it big for him.
Right. But she did it big, but at the same time, she wasn't in her right state of mind. So did she do it big, or did they do it big? Do you understand? Because as we're seeing her now, is as she was at that time, in and out, in and out, in and out. So
well, I thought during that time she was in Miami, and that's when she was doing well because she was with them, and that's when the money issues started popping up, right?
When she was
that she was doing well because she was with the family down in Florida.
Right.
But she was doing well and she wasn't doing well because when she went to the bank herself, Wells Fargo, they even told her no about her money. And when she spoke to us about her money, remember she did that little clip? She was sounding all over the place. And then every time they try to do a video to have her talk, even that video on the beach, she was all over the place. So I think she was constantly going in and out of being okay. You understand? So it's a mess. But to go back to you, Shauna, the timeline is not off to me. I'm connected to it. It is messy and it's messed up. And as soon as she got on that plane, because she was with people that didn't care about her, that was yes people, she got to that alcohol and she was right back down the rabbit hole again.
I get it.
I don't ever call Measure Man. You probably, maybe you know more than I do. I don't recall Wendy throwing extravagant parties like that. I never heard of such.
Well, you know, she said for his 16th birthday party, she threw the $80K birthday party for him. So.
Yeah, I've always heard that she throws it up big for his birthday.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Diva, she always spent big money on her son, no difference than Diddy, Rick Ross. I don't recall it, and I follow Wendy forever. But that just means I don't recall it. That don't mean it ain't so. It's just I don't recall it. Julius, you're up.
So when I was in the chat, I said, I don't know what it is, but I just got a sense in my spirit she doesn't have long. And I don't want to give that credence, but as the documentary, the first part of it went on, that feeling grew more and more certain. And it's because of her brain damage from the drinking. I'm sorry. I'm also going to say this. I'm eating crow a little bit when it comes to her family. I see her son in a different light than I once did.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, we do have to start preparing ourselves to hear some certain kind of news about Wendy. And it's not what we want to hear. In this documentary, I felt like the first scene was her very own distorted, disoriented way of saying goodbye. She's not coming back. She may still be here, physically, if that makes sense, but she's gone. Gone. It was hard to watch. It was gut-wrenching. You just wanted to break through the screen and just give her a hug, but it's as it went on, that feeling inside of myself grew certain that she doesn't have long.
Mm. I'm thinking this is COVID, uh, or maybe post COVID. Maybe this is 2021, 2022. This was filmed. I'm thinking it was 2021, 2022. Emmanuel, you're up.
I already went Diva.
Oh, you went already? Okay,
Yeah.
my screen shifted. Okay. Lisa, what's up? You're in the building. What are your thoughts? 2021, 2023. Okay.
Hey, Lisa.
Y'all guys doing? I'm gonna tell you something. Oh, it hurts me because I'm a big Wendy Williams fan. I love the way she did Hot Topic. You know, baby doll, I ain't not watching Sherry Shepherd show because I was like, no, man, because I was in boycott of the Sherry Shepherd show because of the Wendy. But I'm gonna tell you something though, and at first I felt like that about Will. But when he found that look about it, he said he throw it away. And I believe he is trying to fight with her. But she fighting against him. And it's hard when you have somebody who got mental problems and they fighting against you. And they, I mean, believe me, I have mental issue, but I'm not like that. And I understand somebody being over your money because the person who's over my money now, me and her getting along and we okay. You know what I'm saying? So I understand everything, and it was just sad to see her like that, Diva. I mean, when because I mean, it seemed and you can see her going back and forth, back and forth. They said it started like her friend said, what you doing? She said, I'm waiting for Kevin to get home. And it started the drinking started coming then. Cause she started, I believe she had started the drinking when she heard the reports coming about her husband being out there with another woman. Then you heard about the woman getting pregnant. I think that's more drinking on top of more drinking. And she couldn't like you. I'm constantly hear her saying, "I'm lonely." And what she doing is the cover of all that stuff. She drinking because she's lonely. And I really do. And I would you even hear the driver say, "I've been fired like 2 times." He said, "I've been fired." I think people don't want you. Even in the West, when you hear Will go tell them, "Please don't give her no alcohol. Don't give her no alcohol. Give her some virgin." And I think Will trying to help her out. You said, man, come on now. Why you in the bed for? Come on now. And he sees that. I mean, like he probably did when the camera was off. He said, let us clean this tight place up. You know, when the cameras went down, I think he's trying to do something for her, but he getting so much fight back against it. He getting fight back against it, Diva. I really do believe he's trying his best. And but I'm like everybody else. School, the talk show, school, the broadcast. You need to go somewhere to get help. She needs some real help. And the people who's guarding her, they don't give a damn. Because Will is not the guardian. The court guardian, somebody's not checking in every day on her. Because the guardian supposed to make sure that house is clean, the cast is okay, make sure all that stuff in that house is totally together. And none of that stuff is going on. So whoever the guardian is, they is totally wrong. And like dude said, and I hate to say this, like the last caller said, I think we may be getting a call like Michael Jackson. You know, Michael Jackson had people around him say yes, 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 all the time. And you're gonna be another Michael Jackson dying. And I don't want to see that because I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. I'm a big Wendy Williams fan. And I'm praying that some kind of way that her family, this is the time her family needs to step in, go to court. I don't give a damn. Keep fighting till you can't fight no goddamn more. keep fighting. Cause I was over my mom, and then my sister took over. So, like I said, they need to keep fighting until they can't fight no more. Wanda, you a lawyer, get your ass down to New York City. You want to know where your sister is? File papers in the New York City courtroom. Do something. And I understand why they did this document. They want a document where they try, like letting the guardianship know. Look, we see what you doing. You ain't doing your job.
That part. That
You
part. That's why she tried to stop
you
it.
ain't doing your job. And I think, like I said, it's so much. I think Will trying to help her out. He trying to, cause he kept saying he want to throw the liquor bottles and stuff. But he said, I found the liquor bottles and I found them. He said, I have to look around. He found something in the bathroom. He said, I have to throw them away because he is talking to Kevin Jr. He is talking to her family. Her family said they don't want the liquor. They don't want the liquor. And they know what's causing it. He know what's causing it. He throws the liquor in the garbage can. So I think he fighting up a battle too, because he trying to help her get her career back started. And that's cool.
No, you
But
know, hold on. It's not cool. He's right there up close personal with her, and he knows she's not well. He's trying to get her career back started so he can benefit from it as her manager. It's not cool at all. The camera should have
no,
never been
I'm not saying that it's cool for them. I'm talking about I mean that's great. But hold on for a minute. Oh, let me get my words right. I'm sorry, Diva. Let me get my words right. Okay, I'm trying to get my word. I'm kind of explaining it. To me, he's trying to help her out, but he also getting fight back from her. And when you have a person like that kind of fight, because you got to fight with the guardianship, you fight with Wendy. Wendy said, I think I'm just gonna fire him. I need a new manager. I need a new manager because she want a new manager because they would let her drink. They
hold
would
on,
let her do what she want to do.
Lisa. I dropped it again. I'm gonna try to pin it in my other one. I dropped it again though, E. You know what, Lisa? Let me run around to some other people and I'll circle back to you. But Will
Okay.
is definitely a snake. He exploited women all the time. Yes. But can I tell you this though? This was probably the best thing that ever happened for the family. And this Sabrina tried to stop the documentary. But you know why she tried to stop it? Because she knew once we saw this, we were going to know that they was a fraud. And this probably happened. This is probably the best thing that ever happened for the family. Because now you know what? Now they can what do you call it? They can show this to the court and
take
say
this right on to the courts and get the Wendy off of this conservatorship.
Offer the conservatorship that part right there. That part right there.
But see, that's what I'm talking about. But that's what I'm talking about, Diva. Her sister's a lawyer. I'm for real. They need to. This is a good time for Wanda. Take your tail down to New York City court. File papers.
Well,
This
Lisa,
is
her
a good.
sister's attorney is family law, so this ain't even the right law.
Well, whatever. However, family law, whatever you need to do. This is the time. This is documentary.
Is hire a lawyer familiar with this in the right jurisdiction and show them this documentary because there was clearly a time when she wasn't well. They stopped filming. They put her in a facility, and they clearly said in the documentary that her guardianship and her management said it was okay to start filming again. And that's what they need to show, that these people never had her best interest at heart. They were just using her. That manager, Keisha Anderson, she's a joke. She's nasty. You coming in there, you calling Will, talking about there's pee, there's cats, there's clothes everywhere. We got to reschedule this meeting. No, you call the cleanup crew. You tell that camera crew, y'all can't film today, and y'all get Wendy together. Y'all allowed them to film Wendy in that bed, half naked, sleep out of her mind, all over the place. It's a mess. They were messy. I pinned the link to the top to anybody that wants to come in. Tay, Julius, did I come to you? I did, right? Julie,
Yes.
okay. Tay, you're up.
That measure is no good. He's a snake. He's a fraud. And top of that, he's a devil. And same thing with that style. What is she? The style too. And this is so bad for Wendy right here. This is, you have her naked. You have everything. My God, this is a hot mess right here. I'm just saying, this is a hot mess. That Will, he need to go away. And you go and have her wake up. Boy, she need rest. She need spend time with her family. And you worry about, oh, you need this check right here. If I was winning, I would fire his butt to the king to the kong. No. No, Winnie need rest. She need to go to, rehab right there. Will is just a devil, and he's a snake. I hope he go ground to the ground. That's all I gotta say about that, Diva.
I appreciate you, VK. You are right. That's how way I'm feeling. That is great. They kept filming. None of those people care. I do feel that Keisha Anderson. I don't like her, but I feel for the publicist because I think she didn't know what to do. And the driver kept saying, "We done been around this block about 27 times. I don't know what else to do." Did you? No, but Will has said they had got. Felicia, thank you so much for the super chat. I knew about that way back when that he had got a separate account for her. But why would you even show all of that money in the house like that? Why, if you was a real manager before the filming crew got there, you would make sure that house was spotless. You would have made sure Wendy Williams' money was away. You would have made sure no bottles was out and about. That's why you're full of it. You, the manager, and everybody around her. Y'all wanted to exploit her because knowing that she was in the condition that she was in, and the fact that, I know the film crew was coming, I would have been there ahead of time. I would have made sure Wendy had her wig on, her makeup done right, and that she was in right sound state of mind. Or y'all would have got there and said, "Not today, we're not filming." And I would have been paying for the cleaning people to be there every single day. None of those people cared about her. Savannah, you're up.
And this is just part one. This is the best thing that could have happened. I agree, Diva. This reminds me of Grey Gardens. As I was watching the documentary, that's all I kept thinking about was that movie Grey Gardens. But the curtain has been pulled back, and I think this is the best thing that could have happened to the family, and they definitely can use this footage, this documentary, and we've just seen just part one, so I cannot wait to see part two, and the family can definitely use this to show that their loved one is surrounded by vultures. Will's priority is solely Wendy's career because her come up is his come up. He is absolutely the new Calvin Hunter, and the stylist, assistant, whatever she is useless. With Wendy lovers, Wendy watchers who have been there with her from the beginning, 80s, 90s. One thing we know about Wendy's always been about her style, her fashion. Her home has never looked like that. I was shocked to see her in that state. Her home, it's just, it's as heartbreaking and as sad, and my mouth was open for most of it. I am glad to see that most of our our questions have been answered, because most of us have been asking, where is Wendy? And now we absolutely see where Wendy is and how she's been doing. But I am not going to count her out. I don't think that she is in her last days. I think she is definitely in need of some help, and I think this is definitely ammunition for the family to take it to the courts and get her the immediate help and attention that she needs. And they did the best thing for her and let them keep filming. And I am absolutely proud of the niece, the family, and will continue to pray for Wendy.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they filmed it.
And you could tell the niece, the nephew, her son, they love Wendy. Not Wendy Williams, the talent. They love Wendy. And her son, it is a lot for a child to take on the care of their adult parent because of an addiction. It's different if you have to take care of your adult parent because they're elderly and they really need you. But to have to take care of your adult parent because they have an addiction, because like someone pointed out, Kevin Jr. said for most of his life, his mother was an alcoholic. The nephew said one time he went up there and Kevin's the husband, Kevin Sr., and Wendy went in the room and he didn't see them until later on in the day, and it was all alcohol. Just drinking. So Kevin Jr., he just grew up in a lot. He grew up with a lot. And he grew up always having to take care of his mother. It's just sad. And here it is now. This could perhaps be, the last days of his mother, maybe even recognizing him, so to speak, and he doesn't get to see her. It's sad. E, you're up.
So, hi, I'm still in the midst of watching it because I was watching Mia Copa.
Okay.
But I have to come down and make a correction because initially when we talked about this, I had a lot of hard feelings for Alex and Wanda. And based upon the little bit that I've seen and what you all are saying, I owe Miss Wanda and Alex an apology because it does seem like they are caring. They are trying to do better by Wendy than the people who have been elected or selected to stand by Wendy. And it's unfortunate that you have this level or low level of respect and care for someone who is incapable of caring for themselves. That house was ridiculous. And I've said it before, it's no reason for the queen of media who is known for wigs to be filmed without her wig on. Her being in, I saw a clip and she had on like some lingerie or something. I could not believe that. I could not believe that they filmed her wearing that.
Right.
And so in my opinion, it's abuse. And I do hope that they are able to get this reversed. And I do think Wanda, because Wanda seems to be advocating like she wants to be more involved. And I think she should go with her family.
Yes. Yeah. So someone asked me, right, this is so disrespectful. She's ill. You won't come back from dementia. My mother had it. There's no cure. They should have cleaned her and her apartment up. Why let her live in squalor? Yeah. So here's the thing. I love a mixture when it comes to health. I love a mixture of both worlds. Meaning I love medicine, I love holistic, and I think everything has to do with what you believe, right? Like they have patients when they do clinical studies, they have patients and the patients don't know if they're getting a placebo or if they're getting the real med. And believe it or not, a lot of times in these studies, they find that patients in both groups end up healing because people that don't have the med think they got it. It's amazing thing what the mind can do. So when people ask me all the time, like, what do I think? I think anything's possible. What do I think? I believe in God. I think God is a healer. In Wendy's situation, and I think I mentioned this before, when you have so many diagnoses, it's really hard to come back because you're fighting addiction, you're fighting depression, you're fighting Graves' disease, you're fighting so many things that it's like a doctor and your medical team has to try to work on so much, simultaneously. It's hard. It's really hard. So you can tell every time she talks about Kevin, I'm talking Kevin Sr., she's still sad about that breakup. Tears up easy. When she talks about her son, tears up easy. When she talks about loneliness, tears up easy. So it's like she has no one, and not even this manager. And what I don't like about this manager, if Wendy Williams was in her right state of mind, this manager would not be treating her the way that she's treating her. This thing is triggering, it's heartbreaking, but the part that I'm leaning on is that the family will get her back with people that actually love her because of this documentary. What is her darn name? That conservator, the Guardian, who's supposed to care and wanted to try to stop this documentary, I'm 10 toes down. She wanted to stop it. Sabrina, she wanted to stop it because she knew this was not going to be a good look for them. And they clearly said on the documentary, the guardianship and the manager said she can go back to work. It's very sad. So, and none of them, they knew all of this time, but the son kept saying this before we knew about this documentary, saw the documentary. The son said she had people around her. The son was saying he did not like Will Selby, and Will Selby actually did a whole interview where he bashed the son. In meantime, now we see as we watch this documentary, everything her son said about Will Selby is facts. Right. And let me see. And Bianca said, and Diva, that goes back to self-love and mental health conversation, because this clearly took a toll on Wendy. We should have a panel on mental health one day because this is ridiculous. It is. And it's so, so sad. Yeah, I think Sabrina threw a Hail Mary as an attempt to cover her behind. Yes, she did. And it didn't work. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. And when they filmed her in that house, in that bed, that was messy. But was even messier where that Wendy wasn't right, when she had that driver drive around 17 times and y'all still continue to film after that. She needed to be in a facility at that point because she lost it 17 times. And they kept bringing her back to the same smoke shop. And she still wasn't really realizing, like, okay, we've been here before. And God bless the girl that kept going in there to get it. But y'all was driving her to get her vice as you're documenting it. And then you want to pretend like you didn't know she was drinking, but yet you're filming the alcohol in the house, and you coming in the house talking about you look for the alcohol. But then he sits in the confessional. He's such a fraud. Then he sits in the confessional. I don't really know about her drinking. Well, 2 seconds ago, you said you come in the house looking for the bottles. Which one is it, Will? I cannot. He's full of crap. Anybody else? But you know what? Before I say this, shout out to DJ Booth. Every now and then you get the real friends in your corner that here you are, you at your lowest point, and he didn't turn his back on her. He said in that confessional, he said, I'm not saying. He knows exactly what happened that day when she almost lost her life. But they said she almost lost her life several times. Yes, DJ Booth is the best. We need more DJ Booths in the world. We sure do. We sure do. He's a real one. He's a real one. Let me tell you, tomorrow in my house, I got my book club meeting. Then I'm about to round this out and close out. And I told my
Hey,
girlfriend,
Diva, I believe that's why the family is doing this, want this documentary done. I think that's why they kept fighting to get this documentary done, so they can take it to the courts.
which is smart.
I
And I
believe,
hope that's what
yeah,
they do.
and I know you right. You need more DJ Booth in the world because you know he was telling the truth, and I believe that's why they probably fired him from that show because he knew he wanted to tell the truth with what really happened, and they fired him from that show. Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's sad. It's sad. It's so sad though, y'all. It really is. It got me back to quiet because like I said, I'm a Wendy Williams, love Wendy Williams, baby. But this is sad, and this a conversation and this might not. This is going on in somebody's family,
Yeah.
and they not even not famous. They not even not famous. They
Yeah.
not even not famous, and so this is going on in somebody else's family right now, and I hope that they family get the help they need because this is sad and ooey. I mean, it's a sad. I can't believe it's like.
Hold on a second, Lisa. Yes, I can't wait to part 2. We will be doing another watch party part 2. Yes, Sebastian, Kevin Sr. did fire DJ Booth. Hold on one second. So, Miss Diva, Miss Wendy Williams, Miss Wendy had office was full. Yes, it was. It was full of liquor bottles. When they cleaned that thing out when she was gone, they said they found empty liquor bottles everywhere. 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 Angie, thank you for being here. The driver stated that he needed a bonus check for all that driving he did. And listen, you know what? It's sad, but I want to say this. I want to go back to, DJ Booth got fired because there was a situation where several of the staff members um witnessed a Wendy Williams breakdown. And allegedly during this breakdown, because if you saw in this documentary, she was very hypersexual, right? So in this breakdown, they said Wendy Williams stripped down, she was playing with herself, and a lot went on. And so at that time, allegedly, DJ Booth was kind of the only one that was saying Wendy Williams need help. This is all alleged, right? Everybody else was being complicit and keeping quiet because they wanted to keep their money, whatever they was getting out of it. And so the only person that was there that allegedly got fired out of that situation was DJ Booth. But Diva, I have a question. Who was buying the liquor for Wendy though? Did her team provide this for her for their benefit? I have so many questions now. The fact that that smoke shop knew her, which also I think was a liquor store, I have a feeling Wendy was going there to get it herself. He knew exactly what she liked and what to give her. But you know what? When you're at that level, similar to like a Whitney Houston, you have people that's going to give you what they give you and do what they do for you, and you're always going to be able to get what you need without having to do it for yourself. When you're at the high level, I think once Wendy got let go from the show, she had to start getting it for herself. Because before, remember, there was one time where they showed Wendy actually going to get alcohol. It was like one of the clips that they showed her. Yeah, Michael Jackson is so many. Prince is so many. But this thing was high level exploitation, but hopefully it will help the family out. So listen, guys, I am about to round this out because we'll be back again tomorrow for part 2. Katrina, did you want to say anything?
The only thing I was gonna say is it's totally, totally sad. The way she's living is like a homeless person. The cats, the feces, the vomit everywhere, which is ridiculous. I remember when Michael died. Remember, because he's a perfectionist. But did you remember how his bedroom looked when they put it in there? How everything was just everywhere, like he was living in swatter. The bottles and everything. Michael Jackson room was a mess. And like I said, that having an addiction is a hard thing. And for her son to take on, I know that's her son, and her son gonna do what they can for their mom. But that's a hard thing to deal with when a person has an addiction and you love them. You want to see them do better. You see them doing stuff, and you try to give them tough love. Because I think I remember him saying that um, if she didn't get help, he was not going to talk to her anymore. Um, Hopefully, I hope something good come out of this, because this was a train wreck. This is ridiculous. Wendy looked at a hot mess. Her feet need to be amputated because I don't see no life in them. They're just gray and ashy looking. You don't see no type of color or anything in her feet. That might be causing her problems too, and probably those old implants. But hopefully she will get the help that she needs. God has everything. He has everything in a plan, and that's the plan that you have to live out. But hopefully she will get some type of resolution. She'll find some type of peace, and hopefully her family will get with her, and hopefully she will see her son before she can't remember who her son is. That's an awful feeling. So I just pray that she get the help that she needs, her family get the healing that they need, her son get the healing that he needs, because that's a hard thing being an only child and can't. You the only one that can help your mom, but they won't let you help your mom, and that's sad. And somebody asked why was he taking off her being her power of attorney, because for one thing he was young, and another thing that the people were seeing that he was withdrawing like $100,000 out of her account. But that's a whole nother story. I just hope that she gets the help that she needs and the healing that she needs.
Yeah, I hope so too. Felicia, any thoughts before I close out?
Oh, I just wanted to come up and say that to all the folks in the chat and everybody on the panel and everybody who watched. I'm praying not just for Wendy's family, particularly her son, but for each of you whose hearts are breaking and are really going through an emotional piece with what you just saw. So I just wanted to share that. Thank you.
I appreciate you, Felicia, and thank you. And I appreciate you for saying that because it is a lot. It can be triggering for many. And, I always, hate to see when there's someone that, has been in our lives through TV or whatever for so many decades, and at the end, of their career and life this is what we're seeing. They're definitely exploiting her. She wasn't well from the moment they picked up the cameras. No one in that inner circle that she had around her cared. And I get it. The reason why she's saying that she wants to get back on TV, because her whole life, that's all she knew. That's all she had. So of course you're going to say that, because you think if I get back to doing what I normally do and it made me somewhat happy, maybe I can get out of this funk that I'm in. And also the pandemic changed a lot of people. We heard during the pandemic there was celebrities and non-celebrities. Everyone, there was a lot of people that unalived themselves. There's a lot of people that unalived themselves during the pandemic. Loneliness is a real thing. And that's why, you know what? All social media is not bad. A lot of people were able to combat their loneliness. I hope I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. I had it down there. I hope a lot of people were able to combat their loneliness by making connections through YouTube's and platforms as such where they can see live shows and interact on said live shows, either as being part of the chat or even coming up on the panel. You know, Royaire talked me into doing this. And you know, I'm always grateful because you know what, sometimes I don't even know what I need myself, but God always shows me the way. And I kept asking him, how are we going to do this? He said, Diva, we just going to do it. I'm grateful for him. I'm grateful he talked me into this, and I'm glad we was able to do it. And I'm glad that y'all came through, showed up and showed out and was here for me. And I promise you this, thank you guys. I appreciate all of y'all. And this live right here is one of my highest rated lives in real time of this many people joining me that I ever had. So I want to thank all of you again. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I hope y'all come through again tomorrow night when we do part 2. Much love. I love y'all. Thanks for being here. If you did not hit the like button coming in, hit the like button going out. Brown Eyes, I appreciate you. I really do. Okay. I appreciate all of you. Hit the like button, guys. I'll see you next time. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Thank you so much.
Do not cheat the diva. Always write down. Thank you.
Thank you, Tay Tay.